Da. Everybody's drunk, passed out on the floor. No one's got access to the internet anymore. Unnecessary. Karina, how are you doing? I'm Stan. I have no legs. Sorry. Kelsey B. Wow, a different audience. I guess that's what happened when you don't broadcast in the middle of the night. I'm doing well. How are you? Except for the no legs thing, you know. Other than that, not bad. Normally I broadcast later at night, but today I thought I would get on a bit early. I'm on a lot early. I was going to get on like 4 hours ago, but I was asleep. Yay, I have mail. Fantastic. So, okay, we got the mail. So, how's everyone doing other than, obviously, Karina is doing well. Thank you for inviting your fans. If you haven't invited your fans, what are you waiting for? So, what am I up to? About 3'6" with no legs. 3'7" if I stand on my butt cheeks. Maybe more. I never did it. But no, I'm waiting to do some stuff on my day job. So I have to go get some pots for my mold. And yeah, so I thought I'd get on and just, baby has a tablet. She's enjoying herself. My wife is playing a video game. And, where's Mal working today? Oh, she's off today. Yep, she's off. Actually, she got fired. She got fired because she crapped her diaper at work. And we want there to change it. So, but she'll look for a new job soon. As long as she don't take a dump in a diaper at the interview. What's up, Mike? How you doing? Mike knows who it is. Wow, amazing. She is growing like a freaking weed, Karina. Like she's like 2.5, and she like is as tall as a freaking 4-year-old. So she's doing good. Yeah, I just wish she'd stop growing. I want to enjoy the baby. You know what I mean? While she's still a baby. Look out your window. I'm waving. No, if you're here, Glenn's in the house. Oh shit! I gotta check the house. Glenn's in the house. I know he is. He's fucking with me. Oh, let me go find him. Glenn, where you at? Are you in the fridge? Damn, that's what I thought he'd be. Are you in the bathroom? Second guess. Ah, shit. Where's Glenn? How are you hiding in the house? We don't have a lot of spaces here. Where you at? Under the bed? You can't fit under the bed. You can't fit under the bed. I can't even fit under the bed. So you definitely can't fit under the bed. What's up, Lisa? How you doing? What's in the fridge? Well, apparently not Glenn. So when Glenn says he's outside or look out the window, that has me worried. Look at Glenn with his one little light. That's so cute. How small is the bed? It's not how small the bed is. The bed's a king size. He said he was under it. Glenn can't fit under a bed. Unless it was like a bunk bed and the bottom piece was missing. Kiki, what's up? How you doing? And beautiful brain, how are you doing? You know you can't fit under the bed, Glenn. Where you at? Give me a hint. I know it's not outside the window. That's for sure. Thank you, Kiki. Thank you very much for supporting the Stan Needs Legs broadcast. All your broadcasts support is helping me get new legs or find my old ones. Yeah, not bad. Early today, I guess, instead of like late at night. The day job is like he's in the oven. There's no food in the oven, so he couldn't be in the oven. Thank you, beautiful brain. Thank you. Thank you for stomping all over Glenn's little furry like. Oh, in the toaster. Nah, I don't think he's in the toaster. I'm pretty sure he's not he's not hiding in the oven. There's racks. There's racks, Ashley. And if he was hiding in the oven, he'd have to fit in between the racks. If Glenn was in the oven, I'm throwing barbecue sauce on his ass, though, and turning it on 450. I'm just saying. No offense, Glenn, but if you're in the oven, you're asking for it. Because I don't know who we're going to give you away to. You're in the attic. You can't fit through the square that goes to the attic. Shut up. What's up, Sonic Man? How you doing? Glenn's talking about all these places he can't hide. You should be hiding in the kiddie pool. Of course, the kiddie pool's in the garage, so there's no water in it. So sorry. My luck, if Glenn was hiding in the kiddie pool, we'd walk out there and he'd be taking a bath. I'm in Britain, because that sounded real. You're in her hot, so you got me all choked up. He's in the fallout shelter. Hey, look, we don't even let Mallory in the fallout shelter, okay? She might steal Fritos and shit, so no, we're not doing that. Glenn's not in the fallout shelter. Not to mention the fact that we just don't have one. We have the fallout closet. Has all that stuff that we gathered up from the coronavirus. Diapers and wipies and toilet paper and water. The essentials. I'm in the hippie bus. Glenn, when did you start dating the hippie bus? And I don't want to hear about your sexual experiences with the hippie bus. I bet the hippie bus is sad. We don't even have a fallout shelter. I'm sure people who do have one don't ever tell you they got it. You know what I mean? Oh, Ben. Thank you, Ben, for the flying cat burrito or taco. What is that? Is that a burrito or a taco? Oh, yeah, and Ben has the wonderful, wonderful Winky the Twinkie sticker. I need to get in on that sticker for sure. I need to be in there. Right now, I'm doing this butthole's job. He's all in the bathroom taking a dump. He's been taking a dump for like 6 days now, or 5, or something. I don't fucking know. But it sure takes him a long time to cream when he gets cremapated. Wait, well, that's constipated for creamy snack food, cremapated. He's making up shit all the time. Thank you for inviting your fans, Ben. I hope you have the same amount of fans tomorrow and they don't all leave for you bringing them in here. Because, that's happened in the past. Someone come in with like 400,000 fans and invite them, and the next day they got like 4 fans. Stan, you have a question, and I'm really nervous about that. But go ahead, shoot. Of course, disclaimer is you realize you may not get a responsible answer. I'm just letting you know now, but you should already know that. Does he leave his phone in there? Does who leave their phone where, Mike? You kind of just jumped in on the middle of a whole bunch of blah, 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 blah. Where's Brit and Mal? Brit and Mal are both playing the games. Why do you always wear a spacesuit? Really, that's your question? Can anybody else in here answer the question for Ashley on why I always wear a spacesuit? Yes. Well, no, he's in the backyard taking a dump. He don't do it in the bathroom. He likes to freak out the neighbors. No, it's more fun that way. It's not because I'm an alien. Not all aliens wear spacesuits. Superman didn't wear a spacesuit. He could fly out into space and just no suit. With a tidy suit, the little fucking spandex deal. Because I'm spaced out. Oh, that was definitely a hippie joke. Glippy Glenn the hippie. That almost sounded funny, but it wasn't. Sorry. Because I'm a spaceman. Duh. Spacemen wear spacesuits. I mentioned the helmets are really helpful with the whole Corona thing. But with spacemen, we can't catch the Rona. Just so you know. Not that you care. I mean, shit. What are you worried about it for? Excuse me. This is early for you. You know what else? It's early for you, too. Yeah, we heard about 14 people saying that Chadwick died in Bob's broadcast last night. I'm not laughing that he died. I'm just saying we had a lot of people saying that in Bob's broadcast last night. I never even knew he was in a battle with the cancer. What kind of cancer was it? Like was it pancreatic, which is a very common one for men, or was it what kind of colon cancer? Oh, dude, that sucks. That's rough. I mean, any kind of cancer sucks. I'm just saying. That's horrible. I saw him in a few other movies, besides the Black Panther one, and he was good. He was a really good actor. He was, well, yeah, stage 4 is the last stage, Kiki. You're not going to die in stage 2 unless you get hit by a bus. But no, he was, I saw him in some other movies. He was a really good actor, And it sucks that there won't be a Black Panther sequel. I mean, because I know they're going to have more, I know, hold on. I assume they're going to have more stories from the Marvel characters. You know what I mean? Deadpool, he's not fucking going anywhere. But yeah, no, That's really horrible. But it happens to everybody. You hear about more popular people, obviously. But you're on Earth in your own house wearing a spacesuit, and you're not hot. Actually, first of all, this is not my house. Second of all, yes, I'm wearing a spacesuit, but it's got built-in air conditioning. Jesus Christ, this is advanced technology. What do you think? I got some little midget in here fucking blowing a fan at me? Excuse me, sorry, short person. No one knew he was fighting it from it. Yeah, well, you know what? Sometimes that's what you have to do when you're a public figure. You got to keep your personal life and shit out of the picture. You know what I mean? Because that's not what he was an actor for. He wasn't an actor for sympathy and for everything. And he was an actor because I guess he enjoyed acting. You know what I mean? He loved doing what he did. And he was really good at it. So, but that's what you have to do, and not everybody makes that decision the same way. A lot of people just let you in on everything. And some people don't tell you shit. It's like, what was his name? Remember well, he wasn't a big guy to begin with, but I bet he did. I bet he lost a lot of weight. What was that guy's name? Morton? Was it Morton? The green hoodie piano guy that did the chat roulette thing. Where he just sing to people, I see you sleeping on your bed. I don't know why you click me now, or something. I don't know. I think it was Morton. I think his name was, he called himself Morton. I remember, chat roulette. Remember when chat roulette was actually alive, and they had the piano guy with, he wore the green hoodie jacket, and he would just sit there, and whoever came in, he would just sing about what he was looking at. You know what I mean? Okay, I'm not going to say it again. I think his name was Morton Kiki. Kaka. What's up, Pot Lab PhD? Thank you very much for becoming a fan. I appreciate it. But anyway, it was kind of like him, everyone thought he was another singer that he looked like, right? Wore the same glasses, had the same facial features and stuff, right? And he was very popular. I don't know his name because he wasn't popular enough for me to know who he was. But anyway, and he obviously had concerts and shit. And a lot of people assumed it was him. And but anyway, nonetheless, he got real popular from doing the piano thing on chat roulette, and he was really funny. He was really good. And Kiki, do you love me? Are you writing? Say you never. Writing? Was she writing? Is she writing you? Wow, that sounds like a personal thing. But anyway, he himself, kept his personal life completely out of anything he did. And then one day he just disappeared. He got real popular. He went to a lot of places and shit. And then a Drake song. Oh, now who was Drake writing? Did you mean to say writing or writing? Shmee. I didn't say Drake was a douchebag or nothing. I just said, oh, it's Drake. I don't have anything against Drake. I don't have anything against any of them. They ain't never done nothing to me. That's the third time I did that in this chat. And you didn't get banned? Did Drake die? I don't think Drake died. I don't know. People are talking about the other guy from Wakanda. I'm sure if Drake died, you'd know about it. I'm sure it would be all over the freaking news. Glenn! You crawled out from your hole, wherever you was at. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate it. Are you trying to be Ben or beautiful? Nah, you may have been beautiful, Glenn, but not anymore. I'm just kidding. No, the person you're talking about. No, he didn't die. He was a guy who kept his personal life out of the media. And then I think he just took a leave, and didn't tell anybody. And then like years later, he's like, no, I'm sorry for my absence. I know everyone wants to know where I went, but I went to spend time with my family. I got personal shit going on. And that's all he said. He's one of those people that just doesn't give you any insight into what he did. He's like, just look at me. I'm the entertainer. Don't worry about my life behind closed doors. You know what I mean? And that's true. I mean, you can do it. It can backfire on you. Or, you can not do it and it can backfire on you. But most of the time it doesn't. But people always want to know, people always want to know all these things in details. And I'm not calling the kettle calling the pot black here, nothing like that. But people are bored. They're looking for something to talk about, something to do, something entertaining, something interesting that everyone else knows about. You can't just walk up to people and start a conversation about how beautiful your yacht is. They're like, I don't know your fucking yacht. I've never been to your house. But you can start a conversation about somebody, an actor or something. And they're like, oh, yeah, I know all about him. Yeah, he's a jerk. He's an asshole. I like him. He's great. Or whatever they think, Kind of like old poor Tom Hanks getting all the crap he's getting right now. But again, and that's another thing I learned here. being on social media and shit, took a long time too, was don't think you know anything about anybody else just because people are spreading shit all over the internet, because they don't fucking know either. You know what I'm saying? They want there. For most of the stuff that these people are being accused of, they want actually there. So how the fuck do they know? Right? Like, I won't go into it too far, but luckily it's not politics. But like Tom Hanks, they're saying, oh, Tom Hanks got his citizenship in Greece and he's running. I'm like, if you don't know anything about Tom Hanks, let me explain something to you. Now, first of all, I don't know whether he's guilty or not, or whatever the fuck they say he's guilty of. I don't know. I wasn't there. But he's been married to a Greek woman for 32 years. Greece is a beautiful place. He travels all over the world. And he said himself years ago, decades ago, I want to retire in Greece. I want to get my Greek citizenship and live with my wife in Greece. So maybe he just saw the world's going to shit. And he's like, well, time to get it now. Or America, anyway, to a point, you know, a lot of bad shit. So maybe he just decided to get it now. But, well, all of a sudden, he's on this list. The funny thing is, the original list that came out, the whole Epstein pedophile flight list or whatever, he wasn't even on it. He wasn't on it at all. There was a lot of names that weren't on it. And then this new one that came out, check this shit out. The Jerry Epstein guy, his name is actually on there twice, and spelled wrong one time. Hello? It don't matter what kind of scumbag you are. If you're a fucking billionaire, man, you get your fucking spelling right and you get your list correct. And by the way, who wants to be on that list anyway? Why would that list even exist? It is. You know what, though? You know what? The sad thing is, though, since it's just typing, beautiful brain, I'm sure it's a list of a lot of lies. You know what I'm saying? Just people wanting to say, oh, look who's on it now. Look who's on it now. I promise you right now, and I'm pretty sure that I'm right about this. When you're involved in something like that, you just don't get on a list. You don't let anybody put you on a list, and the dude making the list don't make a list, because why would you have that? And he was an accountant, too. I'm sure he flew a lot of people on his jet. You know what I mean? To a lot of places. He was a fucking super fucking amazing accountant or some shit like that. So the point is, though, nobody knows. So don't ever fall for that shit. Don't ever fall for thinking you know something about someone you don't know just because someone said it was true. Because a lot of times it's not. People are bored. But other than that, was anybody in the Louisiana area for the hurricane when it shifted and went straight up Louisiana's crack? Was anybody there? Is everyone okay from that, or what? Any family there? We had Curry there. Curry's doing well. If you didn't know, you know who Curry is. He's doing okay. He went to Cypress, Texas, I believe. And then my mother was like on the crack of fucking Louisiana and Texas and Southeast Texas. So that's where it was heading. And they've already been through like 3 hurricanes in the last 10 years, something like that. So they weren't happy. But yeah, McFlurry. But then it shifted up. It shifted up to the east about 20 miles right before it hit land. So luckily, my mother didn't have to go through it. They got some branches down, but they got power this time. In the last 3 hurricanes, they lost power from a week to 2 weeks. So it was nice for her not to be, she's all alone right now. My dad passed away 10 years ago, and the niece and her husband were staying in her house, went up north. I'm like, why would you leave your fucking grandma alone during a hurricane, you stupid, stupid, stupid person? Seriously. That's uncool. Don't leave your friend. Well, she's not a grandma. She's a grandma, but she raised her. Anyway, I'm like, why would you leave your grandma alone at home in a fucking hurricane? Hurricane Rita happened. I was on the back porch drinking a beer, which I hate beer, but I was drinking a beer going, woohoo! You know what I mean? It's like, that was Hurricane Rita. That shit was tough. But it was awesome. We had no power for 2 weeks. I just stayed in the yard for 2 weeks with a tractor, fucking cutting down trees with an axe and a chainsaw. Kind of found my calling on that one. I don't want to do it for a living, but I did enjoy doing it while I was doing it. Something about, and then these were dead trees. I wasn't cutting down good trees or nothing like that. But no, I had so much fun. I'd spend my whole morning up till night doing that. They're like, come in, take a break. I'm like, why? I got my headphones on. I'm driving the tractor, cutting down trees and shit, hauling them to the front. This is amazing. This is awesome. This is fun. And I did that for 2 fucking weeks. I was only sad when I ran out of trees to haul. But there was a lot during Hurricane Rita. It knocked some shit down. It knocked some shit down everywhere. So I know there were some fatalities on the Louisiana one. That really sucks. But, there's fatalities in the world every day, all the time. Oh, yeah, Kevin. And guess what? Bye, click. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I'm on early. I got to go do some stuff for the tool that I made. Kind of come into a few problems and stuff. So I got to reduce a few things. But I just thought I'd get on early and maybe not come on tonight so I can kind of finish up what I got to do. No, Glenn, we went to Arizona. Brittany wanted to be closer to Don and the family and shit, so we moved to Arizona in like a year and a couple of months ago, last July, 2019 July. But got to get things going, got to keep things moving, trying to get this whole project done so I can get back to work on the set here. And around Phoenix. And we're not around Phoenix. We're about an hour and a half away, but close enough. You know what I mean? It's not like fucking 1,100 miles like it was before. So, thank you, Kevin. Thank you, Kevin, pulling out his lunch money. All right, appreciate the 50 likes. So, does that mean no pudding pack for you for lunch today, Kevin? I know they're a little more expensive than 15 cents. I'm just saying. All you have to do is take the number of and where the comma is, put a period there, and that's your dollar amount. And there you go. Shut up. You first. Kevin, how triggered were you last night whenever you came to the broadcast and I ended it? Brittany's like, Kevin texted me, you got to be kidding me, or some shit. And I'm like, yep, that's why. In my defense, Kevin, I just didn't. It was hilarious to us, not to you. In my defense, though, I didn't do it just because you showed up. I was already saying goodbye to everybody, but then you showed up, and I'm like, this is perfect. Guess what, Kevin? Click. Besides, I didn't want to give you all the spotlight, Bailey, brah, what's up? What's up? Not much. Just doing an early broadcast, hanging out on a Saturday. It rained, finally. It finally rained. It rained like a fucking, I was going to say a dog, but I guess dogs don't really rain. It rained hard. It rained hard this morning, like really hard. Yeah, I watched it. Kevin, what? Did you seriously watch my fucking broadcast on YouTube today? Okay, Kevin, the whole thing? Dominic, what's up, Dominic? How are you doing? I bet you watch it all the time when you're not here, had nothing to do. I was wondering what happened to you last night. You disappeared. No, Bob was really? He was? No, he was telling us he was about to drop us, you know what I mean? Because we've been on there for a long time and bring on Pat's fan or somebody, I believe. So I forget why. I left. I walked out. Not anything bad or nothing like that. I just dropped myself. I was fucking with somebody, I think, in there. Oh, and then I had to go. I had to go do some shit before I was able to broadcast myself. I watched at 11 a.m. What time zone? I don't know if that was early or late or what. He was. I know he was like, what? When I dropped myself from the broadcast, I saw that, but then I had to go away from the whole YouNow for just a little bit too. No, that was fun. That was fun. I really wanted to stay, though. I really wanted to stay and let Pat's fan in there so we could, have the whole fucking round going on, because that's fun. And that dude, NYC lady, Moon, is still fucking crying about me blocking him like fucking 40 years ago. Do you believe that shit? He's still fucking bawling about it. I'm like, dude, I unblocked you like the same day. And he's like, oh, Winky blocked me, and I don't like it. And la, la, la. I'm like, now you do realize, Moon, maybe he don't. If I blocked you, there was a reason, and you did it. And I forget what it was because it was so irrelevant, but he was just fucking annoying. Kind of like Corky, but not quite Corky. Of course, I can't really tell you the differences, but yeah. Remember Corky? I wonder what his username is now. I wonder if you don't let Bob know he's in there. That was the funniest shit. Corky was so mad at me because he walked in on a moment when I was doing my little bit with Mario. And Mario had the puppet Phil, right? And me and Phil would, bitch back and forth at each other, like fight it out and just having fun, goofing off and shit. And he was so mad. He's like, I can't believe that you're cussing on Mario's broadcast with, I know, but it sucks, but it happens. He's like, I can't believe you're cussing on Mario's broadcast and cussing at Mario. I'm like, bitch, I'm arguing with Phil. I'm arguing with a fucking sock. It's a joke. And you do realize that Mario controls Phil's voice and is doing it back, you dumb retard. He was so mad. He was so mad. It was fucking funny. So I just kept on fucking with him. And then he came in and fucked it up on his own because, Mario was pretty calm. Paul's a pretty calm guy. He doesn't get really triggered or whatever the word you're looking for. He's kind of calm. And he came in there just raising hell. And Mario had finally had enough. He's like, Corky, just shut the fuck up. And I'm like, ooh, Mario, you cussed in your broadcast. He's going to be mad at you for cussing at yourself. I'm like, the dude used to come to my broadcast relentlessly, right? You never heard me swear. You don't know it's a joke. You don't know everything I do in here is a joke. I'm not mad at anybody. I'm not fighting with a sock. In fact, you're fighting with a digital character, you moron. It was kind of sad. It's kind of sad too. I mean, how many issues do you have for that to be the moment in your life where you're just like, this is something I have to really fight for? Oh, you're fighting with a sock. Well, I mean, yeah, pretty much, except for the voice. I don't use voice equipment or nothing like that. It's all me. But I'm just saying, yeah, you're fighting with a fucking cartoon. That's kind of one of the things when I started learning how to not get mad at trolls, right? I started having fun with them, right? And they'd be like, when it was Winky, actually, Winky would do it, right? And they're all like, I just banged your mom. And Winky's like, you do know my mom's a Twinkie, right? So your dick fits in a Twinkie? Which hole? Because they're all very tiny. And they get so mad. Or they'd be like, I want to bang your mom. I'm like, well, I get you her phone number. She's single. But man, that was a liberating experience, is to actually feel, you can take shit personally, right? Or you can be offended by something someone says if it hits you in the right place, right? In your heart or whatever, or your butt. And when it truly didn't bother me anymore, or Winky or whatever, Wayne, when it didn't bother me anymore at all, that was just a liberating feeling. It just leaves you open. There's so many possibilities, because you're not thinking anger right off the bat. You're thinking, what can I say to fuck with you? And then eventually it's just as normal as the shit that I do in here. Y'all make a joke, I make a joke. But it is, I promise you that, because I wish I had, I'm an older guy, I don't know, whatever, but I wish I had that feeling of been that way when I was younger. That would have been so cool. You know what I mean? Not to let shit that people say, like, who the fuck are you anyway? What do you have to say? And that would have been so cool. I wish, but better late than never. I mean, I guess, right? We do have merchandise, by the way. If you want to buy a Winky the Twinkie shirt, and maybe we'll get some more stuff when that button pops back up above my head, feel free to click it. And if you want to subscribe, it's only $4.95. And maybe you can help me find my legs. Did I throw that guilt in there at the right time? I don't know. I don't play the guilt too well. No, but that was fun. I played the whole ice cream song for Bob. I know that, and Kevin, you know what, Kevin, I don't remember which one it was. I don't remember which troll it was, but it's been so long, right? But there was that one troll that came in and he started out like, you're boring. And I'm like, is that the best you got? And then he was like, why are you hiding behind a character? And all kinds of stupid stuff, right? And the more he didn't make me mad, the madder he got. And at the end, he was like, I wish your whole family would die in a pool of blood and you fucking get killed. And I'm like, dude, you are so fucking mad. Weren't you trying to piss me off when you started? And I mean, I know those are horrible things. Oh, but NYC lady, see, that's the thing, though. When he got to that level, I still didn't give a fuck. I'm like, you can say all the horrible, nasty shit you want. I don't know you. It don't mean shit to me. And I mean, that was how I really felt. I wasn't just saying it and covering it up. You know what I mean? Like trying to fucking make you not think that I wasn't hurting shit. And that shit was hilarious. And I realized, I'm like, I just trolled the troll who was trying to troll me. And the thing is, over the years and shit, I think I see about 30 to 40% of the trolls that came in initially trying to fuck with me are fans. They kept coming back and just like, hey, how's it going? What's up? I'm like, okay. I don't think I converted them, but I think they definitely know they can't get to me. So that was cool. But yeah, no, it's an amazing feeling. It really is. I tell you right now, it's liberating. What's up, old fan? How you doing? What's up, 420 Radio? How's it going? Why in the kitchen? Why not? Do I look like I'm cooking? I'm hovering above the floor. I was just doing this hashtag for a while, called just recently. I say not for a while. What's up, trippy hippie? How you doing? Love you too. Just I have a girlfriend though, so not in a weird way. I'm not on top of the stove. I'm in front of the stove. It's 2D. Get some perception, okay? Excuse me. See, you made me lose my train of thought. Damn it. Nah. Who says nah? What are you gnawing on? Get some liquor. I don't drink as much as you think I do. Sometimes I'm just fucking with your ass the whole time. Oops, did I say that out loud? I remember when I used to do shots and I had a little glass right there on the fucking on the little window, right? And shit. And be like, okay, here's the shot. A lot of times it was cola. Sorry. It's called acting, you know. So yeah, I got a lot of likes for some cola. Don't worry. Some of them were real. But you know, I want my liver to keep working. So plus, honestly, I really don't care for drinking. I do, but I don't care for it. Everything tastes like shit, you know. And the only reason I'll drink Jaeger when I do is because for whatever reason, I mean, you got to limit yourself, right? Obviously, if you fucking drink a whole fucking bottle, you're gonna wake up with a fucking hangover. But it never fucks with you. You know what it's about Jaeger? Did you act drunk to fake it all the way? Well, the easy thing about that one, the answer for that, beautiful, is no, I didn't. I would have a couple of shots before the broadcast, right? Now, me, if I have a buzz, I what's the word I'm looking for? Over embellish it. Is that the word I'm looking for? Over embellish what stage I'm actually at. Because I'm kind of relaxed a little bit. You know, I used to do that before I would go up and do karaoke and stuff and want to sing one of my fucking songs or make one up. Just a couple of shots of courage, you know, and then I get up there and do that. Now I don't need it anymore to do this. I mean, I've been doing this shit for fucking 6 years. But I would do that. So sometimes on a broadcast, you know, I'd have a couple of shots before the broadcast, get a little loose or whatever. And it just sounded like I had about 12 shots instead of 2 or 3. Because I would just over embellish my my personality, you know, whatever the fuck. It's just too easy to do. But, you know, we're looking forward to bringing back the cat. I found the cat. We got to go get him. He was in rehab. And then actually he was at a hooker's house. But anyway, that's rehab for him. So we're going to get the cat back. And Winky has ordered him a new junk trunk booty off of Amazon. This one says it will be better than the last one. We'll have to see about that. And then some other stuff. But like I say, I'm just kind of waiting on me to finish up these models that I'm making for the tent shop, so I can send them out and see what the response is going to be, if they're going to like it or not. I painted 2 of them last night. I didn't really like the color of paint I got. I thought it'd be better. I didn't really like the finish either, so I'm probably going to have to strip those and redo them and shit. Yeah, my mom never drank. She'd have a margarita at Christmas or something and get like totally wasted off one margarita. It was hilarious. But my dad, he was a 6-pack a night guy. You know, come home from work, have his little 6-pack, watch TV, go to bed. And he wasn't a meaner. He was just what do you call it? A consistent drinker. You know, he drank his 4 to 5, 6 beers after work, maybe, if that. And then that was it. But don't get me wrong, he was a drinker. Usually he wouldn't get drunk unless it was a weekend thing, you know what I mean? And he didn't have to go to work the next day. Like when he went fishing there was sometimes he came back from fishing, and luckily Alex was driving. That was his friend, but yeah, he'd be pretty fucking lit. You're sitting on a boat all day, sipping on beer in the fucking hot weather. How you not gonna get fucking wasted? My brother-in-law, he was a mean drinker. He was a really nice guy. Now he had his problems and he made mistakes. I'm not gonna lie, but he was an ambulance driver at one point, and something bad happened. They had a wreck or something like that, and it was an accident, of course, but somebody got killed, I think, and he blamed himself for a lot of years, and that's when he started drinking. Because when you drink, you forget about a lot of bad shit. But sometimes, even though you drink and you forget about it, it depends on who you are. You can still be angry inside and not realize why you're still angry inside. And liquor brings out your emotions. It brings out the truth. It brings out courage. It brings out so many things, but that ain't always a good thing. So for him, when he drank, he was a hitter, and I didn't know it because I was a kid, but he would beat up my sister, and like I said, I was a kid. I didn't fucking know it. So yeah, he had his problems and shit. So it just really depends on who you are and how you feel. It's a depressant if you have depressing feelings. It's a depressant if you have. That's pretty much the same thing with any alcohol or drug, though. I mean, it's a depressant if you have depressing feelings or if you have problems. If you're a happy person, you like to drink, you're probably just a happy person. You know what I mean? A little more happy, a little more courage, a little more whatever, a little more outgoing, maybe if you're not so outgoing. So I guess it's a lot of factors involved. Who you are, how you feel at that time, what kind of drinker you are. There's so many factors that would really describe how you're going to react when you drink. Not to mention, of course, how much you drink, obviously. But yeah, there's a lot that goes into that. Because I'm a happy guy. I don't need to drink. I don't need to do anything. But I do sometimes. You know what I mean? And as you notice, even though I'm not offended by stuff, but like when I talk about politics, which is a big fucking mistake, I get heightened. My emotions are heightened when I'm talking. It sounds like I might be mad, but I'm really just like, I'm not mad. I'm just like, I'm right. Fuck you. But then they're mad. But yeah, I mean, it really depends on who you are. I personally, my own self, I don't really care for drinking or cigarettes, even though I do both now. This is not my cup of tea, but I'm more of the 420 guy once in a while, Yeah, no, NYC lady. I know exactly what you're talking about in regards to knowing some. My brother, Luther, he died about 3 years ago when we was in Wilsonville, when I met Brittany. He died. He was 57. He was 50, 55? Wait. Something. He wasn't old. He was only like about 4 years older than me. But he, what's up, Gamer Katie, Caitlin? How you doing? But he got his leg amputated for diabetes. I guess he didn't know he had diabetes, and he might have been at the level where, it can start hurting your limbs and shit. So he had to have his leg amputated. Now, this was my stepdad's son. This was an airborne ranger, and his brother was an airborne ranger. My dad was in special forces. My stepdad, I call him my dad because he raised me, so he's my dad. But anyway, and so these are tough guys. You know what I'm saying? These are men's men, really men's men. And Luther, he lost his leg, and it brought him really down. And I think between that and probably, you abuse yourself, liquor, whatever, to forget about shit. And I think he probably, over that, feeling bad, stress and stuff, he abused himself into a fucking heart attack or something at a very, very young age. And that really sucked because he was my stepbrother, but to me, he was my brother. And this is a guy that protected me in school because I was a nerd, And I didn't get beat up or nothing like that. I didn't get a lot of fights, but I got picked on, and you get tired of that shit. But and I've told this story before, but this was the day that I knew my brother was a badass. I was in middle school at MacArthur Elementary, and he was going to South Park High School. And when they were on the same ground, right? And then the elementary school was right across the street. So I was at MacArthur, and he was at South Park. Now, he would come over sometimes and walk me home. He didn't need to, but he would just do it sometimes. And one day I was out in the front waiting for him to come over and walk with me home, right? And out in the front, it was gravel, and there's these concrete benches, I guess, no back to the bench, like a flat bench you just sit on, where you're waiting to go home for your ride or whatever in front of the school. And I was sitting on one of those. And I forget the dude's name. I don't think it was Bill Fortenberry, because I think Bill Fortenberry was a cool guy, but it could have been him. It was this big dude, really big dude, right? And he was fucking with me. And I don't remember why, just because I was very fuckable with, whatever, easy to fuck with. And so he was messing with me, and I stood up. And when I stood up, he pushed me over the bench. I fell back over the bench, flat on my back, and knocked the wind out of me, and I'm crying. My eyes were all swollen up, and I couldn't see. And then I turned my head. I'm still on my back, and I turned my head, and I could start seeing. My eyes were, opening up, and tears running out and shit. But my vision started coming back, and I see him laying on the ground next to me, holding his face, crying. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I looked up. and Luther was standing behind him. And so I didn't see it happen, but what happened was Luther was coming up behind him just to get me. He didn't know what was going on, but he was walking up behind him, and the dude pushed me over the bench. And when the dude turned around, Luther said he turned around laughing, and Luther was already coming in with a fucking punch. Shattered that kid's jaw in 14 places. Fucked him up. And yeah, so and he was already a man's man in high school, you know what I mean? He wasn't like Arnold Schwarzenegger, but he worked out. He had muscles, you know what I mean? He was a strong dude. He clocked that fucker so hard. I swear to God, I wish I'd have seen it. But yeah, and after that, nobody messed with me in school for a while. Oh, he was a badass. All those guys, my dad and his sons, they were very quiet. They were very quiet men. They didn't say much, but when they said something, you might want to fucking listen. You know, did he get in the poop? I don't remember what happened because I was at South Park. I don't remember him getting in any trouble because I think when it happened, we just walked home. But I don't remember what happened to him. All I know is nobody messed with me for like 3 fucking weeks. Oh, well, yeah, of course he could have. I mean, he knocked me back on gravel, you know what I mean? It really just knocked the wind out of me, which it still hurts when you're a kid, you know what I mean? Getting punched in the stomach or something like that, getting the wind knocked out of you, that hurts. And but no, I think Luther hurt him worse. And yeah, Luther, he was my brother. I wish I had known him when I was younger, but he didn't come stay with us until I was like 11 or 12 or something like that, you know what I mean? So he was like in his 10th grade, a senior year or whatever. And then he went to the army, of course, and joined the army. But yeah, no, that was I didn't get in any fights in school. I think the only fight I ever gotten in school was with James Davis. And I didn't like the fight. You know, I don't know the other guy. I was scared, you know, of getting hit in the face, mainly getting hit in the face. That's what I was scared of. What's up, babe? No, she said they're going to reschedule. Okay. No, I told her, I said, look, we got shit to do. I'm going to broadcast. Mal's going to take a nap, and then I'm going to go fucking work. And I figured you're not going to come out today because I'm sorry, I'm talking to my wife real quick. And I said, you're not going to come out. So just what's up? I just checking in. She goes, oh no, we're going to reschedule. I'm like, oh, I figured you wasn't going to come out with all the rain because the light switch might have water leaking in there and shit ain't dried out. You know, fucking electrocute yourself. Yeah. But it was James Davis, right? And James Davis was, I won't say he's dumb because he wasn't in special ed, but he's a little slow, right? But I still didn't matter. I didn't want to get in a fight with him. I didn't give a fuck. I didn't want to get hit in the face. That was my biggest fear. I didn't know how it felt to get hit in the head. And so here's the deal. Mac Arthur, Coach Carson, and Coach Frazier. Coach Carson was regular sized man. And Coach Frazier was a big old dude. But anyway, Coach Carson had rules in PE class. You want to fight, that's fine. And here's your 3 choices. You can fight right here. Oh, no, I take that back. I'm sorry. You can fight in the locker room. You go in there and you handle your shit. And if you're not handling it when you come out, you go into the principal. Or you can just go to the principal. Now, if you can't handle it in the locker room, I'm going to give you licks, and then I'm going to send you to the principal to give you licks. So those were his choices, right? So I was like, I'm not going to the fucking principal to get licks. I'd rather get hit in the face by James Davis. Thank you, Dante. Oh, Dante, what's up? How you doing? And so I'm like, I'm going to go in the fucking locker room and just do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to go fucking have my first fight or whatever the fuck. Or a fight that I'm actually not, I'm the one fighting back. I'm not just getting shoved over a bench or something. So I went in there. And I can't describe it to you right now physically, but let's just say you've seen it in movies where 2 guys go up and then they're like doing the doggy paddle, slapping at each other. You know what I mean? So I'm standing there and, you know, I'm like, well, come on. All right. And we're just standing there getting ready to fight. And James comes at me with that. He comes at me with the doggy paddle slap. And I was like, oh, shit. I got this one. And I just fucking bitch slapped him. And that was it. That was it. The fight was over. Only fight I ever won in high school or in junior high or in school, period, really. But that was it. And I still didn't know what it was like to get hit in the head, but not at that point anyway. But that was funny. And then we came out and that was it. You know, no one went to the office. Quick fight, whatever. But yeah, no, I don't know. I'm not one to fight, and now it's like I probably literally wouldn't fight anybody over anything unless you lay your hands on me, you know, my family or something like that. You know, words don't mean shit to me. You can sit there and talk shit all you want. I'm just gonna laugh at you and be like, "Are you done? Are you still talking? You fucking idiot." Because it's never worth it. Now, I will say that I believe this firmly. All right, I believe this really, and maybe some situations, whatever, not many. If they talk about your mom, if they talk about your girlfriend, talk about your kid, they call you names, whatever the fuck anybody does, if they don't lay their hands on you, you ain't got no reason to fucking lay your hands on them. Because those are the kind of fights that never end well. And they're usually over something stupid. Hitting is never worth it unless someone hits you first. If somebody hits you first and you can clock their ass, you fucking clock them. But you better make sure, you know what I mean? I'm just saying, sometimes it's not. But sometimes, violence begets violence. And sometimes it's called self-defense. You can't always call 911 in the middle of a fucking debate argument. You know what I mean? So, I mean, you can now. Everyone has a fucking phone. Oh, no. If someone hits you, you can call 911. You know what? Here's the bad thing. In a lot of those cases, NYC lady, if you even threw a punch back, they might take you both to jail regardless because they weren't there. They don't know who did what. And the other person could lie. What if they go for that KO at first? Well, if they go for the KO and they get the KO, like I've had done to me before, then you got to wake up later, Kevin. That's all you can do. All you can do is wake up later, and that's it. Oops, it was schizophrenia. You know what, Dominic? That's funny you said that. Sometimes cops, and that too, they don't arrive fast enough, but they don't know what's going on. That's funny you said that because when I was in first grade, maybe kindergarten, first grade, second grade, something like that, me and Doug White used to hang out. And we drew, I drew pictures of like the band Kiss on my notebook cover that we put over your books. You wrap paper over it and shit and make your book folder. And I drew that because it was easy. It was makeup. It was easy to do. It was like a tiger or fucking star on what was his Paul Stanley or whatever. And so we did that. Anyway, me and Doug got in an argument one time, and a little bit of not a fight. We're in fucking second grade or first or whatever. What's up, Tessie Breeze? How you doing? So we got in a fight, right? And coach, God, I forget his name. Anyway, the PE coach, we're sitting on the bench, right? And he had me and Doug there, and he was like, okay, y'all fighting. What's going on? And I don't remember what I said because I don't remember what the fight was about. But I remember what Doug said when he asked Doug. He said, all right, Doug, tell your side of the story. And Doug said this, I swear to God, verbatim. The devil made me do it. And I looked at him like, you lying sack of shit. The devil wasn't nowhere in here, you fucking liar. What? All right. But that's what he said. The devil made me do it. I'm like, the devil didn't make me do it. You did. But yeah, I never gotten a lot. And I've only been knocked out one time. That was by Michael Armstrong, I think his name was, in the Army. Yeah. Sucker punched me. But he was a big dude, so it didn't take much. Knocked me out flat. And then my friend, fucking Molinex, I think it was Molinex, was all over the way. What happened? What happened? I didn't see what happened. You went around the corner and I came over here and you fucking laying down, Pat. What happened? I'm like, what do you think fucking happened? I got knocked the fuck out. But that'll definitely, whether you fight or not, when you're in the Army, it's different when you're around school and guys and girls are hanging out there. And like me and Gibson were fighting about something. We were just arguing about some shit. And little Brian Molnix, skinnier than me, and I was skinny in the Army, skinnier than me, really skinny, right? And me and Gibson were arguing about something, and Molnix just chimes in and says some shit. And I'm like, why don't you just shut the fuck up? And he's like, what you gonna do about it? And, I look around and there's 30 guys standing around like, yeah, bitch, what you going to do about it? You're on your bunk. You're in your bunkhouse or whatever. And I'm like, I can take him. So I don't know what triggered me because I wasn't even fighting with him. I was fighting with Gibson. I jumped up and I grabbed him by the back of his head and just slammed him into the locker like 3 times, slammed his head in the locker 3 times. And I pushed him on the bunk and I was about to hit him. When I reached back, he got his legs and his feet under my chest and launched me over the fucking bunk behind me onto the floor into the next bunk. And this little dude was skinny as shit. Didn't look like he could lift a fucking bag of fucking French fries or something. Kicked me over the bed, launched me. I'm like, this little fucker's strong. Or his legs are anyway. Yeah, right, leg day, no shit. His legs were skinnier than Winkies, Kevin. And yeah, launched me over the fucking bunk. I still got 3 good head slams in, you know what I'm saying? So that's all that matters. But no, I was just sitting there, and it wasn't even in up to a fist fight of any kind. It was just simple bitching and arguing. I flew all right on my back. And But it wasn't even a fist fight type of situation, right? It was just arguing and bitching. But when he said, "What you gonna do about it?" and I saw them dudes looking at me like, "Yeah, what you gonna do? You ain't just a man at school. You in the fucking army, bitch. What you gonna do?" And I just fucking put something in my head. It was like, "Kill him, just kill him now." And no, but that didn't happen. But it's funny. And then then I got my ass knocked out like a few weeks later by fucking Mike Armstrong or whatever the fuck his name. I know his last name is Armstrong. I'm not sure if his name was Mike or Michael or Mitch or some shit or whatever the fuck. But yeah, that was fun, man. I had a big fucking black eye too. Well, actually, I had the side of my head was bruised and like part of my eye was black because that's where he clogged me. I was walking behind him, following him to where we were gonna fight or whatever the fuck. And when I came around the corner, he had already turned around and fucking just sucker punched my ass right in the side of the fucking face. I'm like, dude, you could have probably taken me in a regular fight, you moron. Why are you fucking sucker punching me, you fucking pussy? That was stupid. But, it is what it is. So I had fun in the Army. The Army was like a big obstacle course with a lot of mind fucking. That's really all it is. That's really all the military is, unless you go to service. Then I can't speak for that. I can't speak for war, going overseas, fighting for your life. I don't know anything about that. But boot camp, as horrible as it is or seems, is just a bunch of mind fucking. And that they fucked up with that because I was, again, I was a scared, skinny kid, right? But my dad told me, he's like, son, when you go over there, they're not going to lay a hand on you like they did in my day. He goes, they're just mind fucking you. That's all it is. One big mind fuck. I'm like, all right, cool. So when I thought that, it put me in a different mindset when I went. I mean, because I only went for him anyway. I only joined the military because my dad was special forces. My brothers were airborne rangers and shit. My cousins are cops. They weren't cops then, but my family, those guys were already in the military and shit. And that's why I went. I went because me and my dad didn't get along. I was a nerd, super hyper nerd, goofy fucking retard and shit. And he was a man's man, He was a fucking man's man. So an annoying little fucking kid. He just married my mom. I was like 6 years old. And I fought him a lot too. I fought him a lot because I wanted a different dad. My mother was dating a man who worked on a ship, and he was a really good guy. And my dad was too. I'm not going to say he wasn't, but anyway, he was a really good guy. And he was more of a father, reading stories and playing and shit. And my dad was like, I already raised my fucking kids, you know what I mean? And his wife wouldn't let him really raise his kids, but they were older. So he felt like maybe he was kind of like, what's the word I'm looking for? Conditioned into that. So he thought, I'll try. But when I fought him, he was like, well, fuck this shit. So he was just a really quiet guy. But I don't know where I was going with that. So too bad. But yeah, no, I learned a lot. That's what I was saying. I joined the Army because I wanted to impress him. I wanted to show him that I wasn't a wimp, that I could do shit. You know what I mean? I could fucking do whatever you put in front of me. And I did. I came out second in my class. So I was pretty proud of that. And, we had the most, he didn't talk on the phone a lot, but we had the longest fucking conversation ever. And it was on the phone when I was in the Army because I called home. And my mom was like, he dad wants to talk to him. Like, he what? You mean David, right? That dad, right? He wants to talk to me? What? On the phone? And I think we talked for like 10 minutes. And that was like, for us, that was like a fucking 5-day conversation, I guess. But, he was proud of me. I did well. I came out second in my class. I found out what I was good at and what I wasn't so good at, which wasn't really much because everything I did, I got better at it. I couldn't do the push-ups in the reception station. At 7 days before you go to boot camp, they dress you, get all your shit ready, kind of prepare you for boot camp. Then they throw you on a cattle truck and you go to boot camp. And I couldn't do all the push-ups. You got to do 20 back then. I could only do like 13, and except fly. Hey, no, but I do fly. I skydive for like 15 years. She slept till 12. How's she tired at 4 o'clock? Whoa. And not just to change it the game? Wow. Well, I'll be right back if you don't mind. Just give me a second, okay? And I'll be right back. All right. What's up, Ira dog? How you doing? I gotta go do something real quick. I'll be right back. I might end the broadcast when I come back, but just give me a second. All right. I appreciate it. Hey, Kevin, can you still hear me? Okay, cool. Awesome. No, we found out what was wrong. I have I'm probably going to have to sell the thing here soon, but I have a newer laptop I got a little bit back, and it has that weird USB that's evenly round on each end. It's not like the little one you put in your phone and shit or whatever, or plug-in devices. It's normal, your whatever it is. Anyway, and I had to have an adapter for regular USB for my mic, and I think we kept on not unplugging it, but yeah, unplugging it enough a little bit to where it disconnected. When we try to plug it back in, it won't do anything until you reset, Manicam or YouNow, whatever the fuck. And I think that was what was happening. But you know what's weird is I go into people's broadcasts that are guesting, and I can hear all the guests, and the guests can hear the guy doing the broadcast, but I don't hear him. I feel, or the people that are guesting with him can hear him, but I can't hear him. And I don't know, is it just me? Is my volume is up? I can hear all his guests, and I've seen that on quite a few broadcasts, and I don't know what that is. So it is weird. I mean, it's not that they blocked me; they don't even know me. So excuse me. So it could have been because of that. It seemed like it's only been happened recently. I say like in the last few weeks or so, something like that, maybe. The weather is cooler than it was last week. It was fucking 73 degrees this morning. It was so nice. I couldn't believe it. And it was raining. It was raining fucking crazy. Oh, does anybody here have Alexa or use it? Yeah, but isn't it cooler where you're at, Kevin? We're in fucking Arizona. Mama Vicky, what's up? How you doing? How's it going? Make me a sandwich. I'm kidding. Well, yeah, but I'm sure you might have good amount of humidity where you live, right? And humidity will make 88 feel like fucking 98. At work during a break, and you're here. It's hot as fuck. I bet it is. I forgot what I was going to say, but yeah, it happens. Whatever. Me too. Me too. You know what's weird? I wear fucking shorts in the winter and pants in the summer. What's up with that? I don't even fucking know what's wrong with me on that one. No, I like it when it's cold. I'd rather be freezing and trying to get warm under a blanket than fucking comfortable under a blanket. You know what I mean? Just because of whatever. Oh shit, yeah. Ooh, that's one thing I will say. Brittany's always bragging about it. There's not a lot of fucking bugs out here. A lot of scorpions and shit, but thank you, Mama Vicky. Thank you very much. That all the support you provide in this broadcast is an effort to help me relocate my legs. I don't know where they went, but they went somewhere. Oh, I don't blame you. Who wants to get your fucking legs all eaten up with fucking mosquitoes? That shit itches forever. We have a lot of them in Southeast Texas when we were there. A lot of them. There's not really that many in the fucking desert, but we do have them out here. I just don't know where they all go because I see a little baby tiny mosquito, right? Maybe flies in the house. And I'm like, really? Because I've been sitting outside for like 20 minutes and nothing bit me. What the fuck? But yeah, here comes some little baby mosquito wandering in the house like, I got lost from where? Fucking Texas? Jesus Christ. Oh, wow. There must be a lot of dudes on today. But yeah, I was real sad. Not bringing that up, but yeah, I was real sad. I talked to Mario the other day, though. I did say hi and see how he was doing, and he said, not bad. I don't know if he thought that I was going to ask him about what happened or whatever. I'm like, I don't even care what happened. I already know enough. I don't give a fuck. It's none of my business. It was just really, I just wanted to know if maybe he went to Twitch or something like that. You know what I mean? Because that was his second job right there. Yeah, oh yeah, no, near all areas of water, that's for sure. No doubt about that. Filming the ants on my back porch. That was probably during the hurricane when we were out of power, huh? When I started doing Tiny Twinkie, little fucking real life Twinkie on a stick. I gotta make another one of those. That shit was awesome. Brittany made all kinds of shit for him and stuff, all kinds of awesome little fucking things, hats and fucking mustaches and glasses and little sets and She's really fucking creative. Of course, a lot of her creative stuff's back in Texas. I still have to go get all that shit. But she's super fucking creative. She don't give herself enough credit. But I'm always telling her that she's smart and fucking super creative and put that shit to use when we can. So, you know. Oh, that's right. You're right. You're working. You're a caregiver now. I was like, making dinner. You're not home. You said you was at work. Well, that's cool. Well, have a good day, Vicky. Appreciate you stopping by and saying hi. And send me a sandwich. No prunes. No prunes, please. I'll take apple slices. Ah, thank you. An extra 400 likes. We're that much closer to getting my legs. Thank you. So at 500K, I get a little gold star? Is that what that is? I didn't even notice that fucking bob. I thought that was just like the fucking regular bar. I never paid attention to it. I get a little gold star. Oh, that's so awesome. You know, funny, fucking Brittany says prune juice and prunes are delicious. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, I guess if they are, that's great. All right, have a good day, Glenn. Glenn said hi. Hi, Glenn. You heard it. Did you hear it, Glenn? I know you heard it, right? He's waving, he said. Oh, okay. She said, oh, okay, whatever. I added the whatever. Oh, and by the way, Glenn, stay out of our fucking fridge and our oven, okay? I don't need that kind of them kind of things in my head, worrying about that kind of shit. He already left, yeah, bastard. Huh? Oh, he's still here. Never mind. I retract the basket statement. Or not. Oh, fuck, man. Oh, what does everyone do here? Does everyone work? What do y'all do for a living? Besides Kevin, we know Kevin got fired or quit and fired or quiet or fit. I can't manage those words. What? Ira dog. Uh-oh. Where? Where the hell were you at when I was making freaking edibles? Oh, I was in Oregon. We need to talk, Ira dog. Seriously, if you actually have a delivery set, we need to talk. So do your delivery, but definitely need to talk. Are you like running around on deliveries right now? Or are you like at home taking an order? What does everyone else do? Or are you just too embarrassed to admit what you do? Kevin's job is a freeloader currently, but he don't load anything. Oh yeah. No, I don't blame you. That's a distraction. I get you. No, I used to make the best edibles in Oregon. Well, I say the best. They were pretty good. They were really good, actually. But then the laws all changed and made everything fucking impossible for small businesses and shit. What a letdown. Fruit. Yeah, pretty much. I made cookies, and I did my butter differently than everybody else. And I should have. I know everyone's just dropping fucking wax and shit now. So I worked hard, and for seemed like for less. Okay, all right. And but I made peanut butter cookies, and they were called what were they? Oh, they were just peanut butter cookies, but they were like in a cup, like a deep dish pizza, and then I'd fill them in with jelly and other stuff, drizzle on the top, like either white chocolate or dark chocolate or peanut butter or something like that. Even though the cookie was made from peanut butter, or I'd fill them with Reese's peanut butter because you can make that shit. It's really easy. My mouth is watering. All right, I'll hit you up on that and see what's up. Have a good day. But I watch kids from 7 a.m. till 6:30 p.m. So are you a teacher or a daycare or what? Yeah, I'm still waiting too, Kevin. That's cool. She might be typing more. You could watch Kevin. He's a kid. Really? You saying no to a girl watching you? Oh, your nieces and nephews. Okay, well, still, that's a job. Jeez. I'm a man. No, you're almost a man, Kevin. It takes a lot more than quitting a job at Bojangles to be a man, okay? Just take your time. You'll get there soon. I'm not talking about the puberty thing, at least, so be happy. I'm moving up too. You'll know when you're a man. It's when you stop saying you're a man. Not just because you stop saying it. I'm just saying you'll know. I'm not gonna lie. I've never been a man's man. I've always been able to handle my own shit and stuff like that. But I don't think I ever felt like more of a man than when I had my first kid. Because then it's like, yeah, it's a whole different fucking story. You know what I mean? That's a lot of responsibility, especially in this fucked up world today. That's for damn sure. Man, Kevin, you don't even know. You don't even know how fucking awesome the 80s were. You don't even know how awesome the 80s were when there was no fucking cell phones. There was no internet. We went and did shit. You know, the only thing we were worried about when we went out with our friends and shit in high school? Gas money and food money. That's it. Nothing else mattered. We didn't need any other money. We needed gas money to get where we were going or just drive around, and then food money for when we got hungry. And usually that was only one time during the night. You know what I mean? Because you're only hanging out with your friends for a few hours. Wow. It was fucking amazing. And I'm not saying they don't have benefits to social media and all that. You can connect with more people and stuff and everything, but that shit was fucking, I missed a year below 2016. I'm sure for you, it was a lot better than it is now. I really, 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 I don't dwell on it, you know what I mean? Because I got shit to do, but I really cringe at raising the world's always been fucked up. Bad things always happen, of course, but really cringe raising a fucking daughter in this world. Any kid, honestly, boy, girl, wouldn't fucking matter. I'm gonna have to go back to Texas and get my fucking sniper rifle. Well, talking about nothing. People's gone. They got to go to work. So, Kevin, you looking for a new job? Yeah, no shit. I mean, I like video games too, but Jesus Christ, you got to get out sometimes, dude. Breathe some fresh air. Speaking of which, I feel like I should go outside for just a minute and breathe some other kind of air. So, Kevin, are you looking for another job? I know right now it's just getting a job. I get that because when I was your age, it was just getting a job. What's up, Craig? How you doing? How's Hawaii going? Is it still on above water? Where'd you put him in at? You put a fucking application in at the Gap or Gaps? Is that different than the Gap? Brittany said baby Gap. That was funny. Oh, damn. I didn't even think of that. But you know why? It's because I haven't brought my child to the baby Gap yet. I don't think I will. I think she's gonna be a t-shirt and jeans kind of girl. That's my girl. But she has all these cute little dresses that my mom sends and shit, and that Brittany's mom gets, and it has all these things that we have for her dress wise, and she just don't want to fucking wear them now. I'm like, God dang it, it's so adorable. Hey, you want to wear pants and t-shirts? Dad ain't gonna argue with that. We'll have matching outfits. They'd be like, I thought little girls are supposed to dress like their mom. I'm like, not this one, apparently. I think she will. She wears cute little shorts and stuff, but Jesus Christ, man. I don't know how I'm gonna regulate that shit between the ages of fucking 8 and 13. That's gonna be a tough one. But I'm not worried about that more than I am just like I said, raising a kid in the world today and shit. Man. Anyway, thank you, Craig. Thank you. Thank you for the 50 likes. I appreciate that. Right above the chair. Wow, that's interesting. This looks like they're just resting on the chair. Like, yep, there we go. So, Craig, what do you do? I forgot to ask. You said your brother works on the set of Hawaii Five O or something like that. What do you do, Craig? If you say you make macadamia nuts, I'm gonna be like, motherfucker, where's our nuts? You work for the city. Well, Hawaii must be a nice city to work for. Uncle Salvador worked for the city. He did what the fuck he did. City and county. All right, right on. Long time. What? What's your official career? He does nothing. He sells coconuts. Hey, Moana, Kevin. Oh shit! Well, if you got a city job, that sounds like a more of the better ones, I guess. I mean, because a lot of them is fucking road maintenance and fucking. That's all I really know. Was she laughing in there? Oh, I didn't know. Nice. Kevin's trying to be all fancy with his noise. Oh, that does sound like fun. Like, do you set up events for like big bands that come around, or is it more of a like a local thing or something like that, or what? Okay, well that answers that question. Mariah Carey. All of you did Janet Jackson. I thought she had a boyfriend. Well, she did let that boob flop out in the Super Bowl, so you never know. What is a Belita fight or a Bellatar fight, whichever pronunciation is correct? Correct. Correct. Oh, UFC. Okay, okay. UFC kind of fights. All right. So who cleans up the blood the next day? Is that your job? Ow. Whew. I'm all for sports and shit. And if two men want to get in the ring and do it, whatever. But damn, the long term effects. Because, people work out and they train to fight, right? And they're in good shape and they're in good condition. But a lot of those people never end up actually having to fight and putting the stress on your body that, well, a fight does. And boxing is just as bad, even though it's different. But I mean, I can't imagine all the fights they have to go through. And then maybe the other guy lost, right? But I'm sure he's putting some fucking stress on your body, punching you, grabbing you in the right place, strangling you somewhere, whatever with his legs and shit. I can't imagine the toll that takes on you in the end, over time, regardless of how good a shape you're in. Oh, kind of like the companies that do the crime scene cleanup and shit when there's like a murder or whatever. That makes sense. I mean, that's hazardous waste, I guess. You know what I mean? Yeah, Brittany wanted to do that. Brittany's like watches a lot of crime scene stuff, and she had mentioned she kind of like that because they make good money. The people that go into crime scenes and have to clean the place up because I mean, Jesus Christ, the body could be in there for a couple of days, and at that point, it still stinks. City and county is good. Yeah, I'm sure you got good benefits. Whatever, you can do whatever you want because there's no one standing over your shoulder most of the time. Well, that's what I was going to ask you, Kevin. What do you want to do? What did you want to do when you was a kid besides working at Baby Gap? Do you have dreams and aspirations? I almost said Asperger's. No, you never wanted to do anything? Well, that makes sense. Oh, you got Doritos. Aspirations. What do you like to do besides not work? I don't think that's a job.
You should like lick envelopes, Kevin.
Oh, you heard that? Brittany said, or Bobby, excuse me, said you should lick envelopes.
You need envelope.
Play with his hands, but his hands don't want to play back. There's nothing to like. Not with that attitude. I mean, you watch me, so you just want to be an audience member? I don't think they pay for that. Good practice. What, getting rejected? I got rejected by my own hands. Take up a trade. Hey, you know what? Some people just want a job, you know? Some people go through their whole life just for the job. As long as you end up getting a job you like, I guess that's good. Plumbers and welders make good money. Yeah, but the plumber, oh man, you got to be around the shit all day and the piss and it's leaking and it's all over the floor. And you, dude, whoo. I'd rather work in a dog food factory and come home smell like dog food than come home smell like shit and piss. I mean, I smell like shit and piss now because I have a baby, but I'm just saying, I really don't. But I do love telling you, then Kevin, you should be a fucking counselor or a teacher. See, that's what Craig thought. That's because we're right. You should be a fucking teacher. What do you mean, ooh, no? You realize when you're in that class, right, that you are the leader. They have to listen to you. You know what I would do in my first day of class? I would say, all right, everybody, sit down. I'm your teacher, Mr. Douchebag. I wouldn't say that. But I'd say, all right, everybody sit down. Now raise your left arm up. Wait for him to do it. Be like, all right, now put your left leg out. I'll be like, are we doing the hokey pokey? I'd be like, no, shut up. Now wiggle your head around and go. Brr, 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 brr. And when they all did it, I'd be like, all right, now you know who the boss is, right? You know a counselor that makes six figures, like in figure painting? Figure painting. I should have said like poses. I'm sure that counselor works for a very fucking good school. I don't want to be no motherfucking teacher. I mean, yeah, because you'd have to learn stuff. So that makes sense. What else can you do where you get to fucking tell younger people what to do? You could have a bunch of kids. Of course, you got to find a girlfriend. She ain't going to let you tell her what to do. But yeah, you could have a bunch of kids. You can tell them what to do all the time. Kevin could teach finger painting. What, where he just paints his finger? And that's how you do it. Now paint your pinky and your middle finger. Oh, Lord. You say, oh, Lord, a lot. Kevin, are you a religious man? Fast food and rent-a-cops. About fast rent-a-cops. That was stupid. Never mind. Anything to do with punishing. Who says you got to punish him? What's up, Wire Man? How's it going? Well, thank you, Wire Man, for inviting your fans, becoming a friend. By the way, just so you know, Wire Man, you invited your friends to my broadcast. So if you have less tomorrow, that's on you, okay? Prison God Kevin. Who's he going to protect? The water cooler? And Kevin don't need to be in no prison. Damn, we're going to have to find a career for Kevin. We're going to have to find a career for Kevin that Kevin would enjoy, that Kevin could do. He could be what? On a production line? That's true.
One of my friends, what's his name? Jay, he just got a job. I saw like he's a little, but he's cool, whatever. Known him since high school, and he just got a new job at Shutterfly. Shutterfly, where they the little photo.
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
He just build the actual photo books. He builds frames and stuff like that, and he gets paid really good money. He works 3 days a week, gets 4 days off.
Damn, Kevin, do you hear that?
Money. And no, like I said, no offense to him, he's a little slow. He's always been slow.
Well, then Kevin could definitely do it.
He was in a special ed class in junior high and high school. Like, he was always just super sweet, super hardworking. So I mean, he likes it.
Oh, hardworking, damn.
Well, I mean, he was working for Boeing before that. Well, I'm saying he's smart. I mean, he's slow.
Damn.
He's smart, and if you teach him something, he learned it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think Kevin would be good at something like that, like building something. Like I did signs.
Yeah, Craig, calm and ass like normal.
You know, I learned a trade by just going into it, and then you learn a trade.
Yeah. Oh well, no, Kevin. Just so you know, being a monk is not an insult. Craig called Kevin a donkey, and Kevin called him a monk.
I'm like,
Lockheed Martin, what do they do? I've never even heard of that name, so I'm not. I have no idea what they do. Build planes and helicopters. Oh yeah, okay, that's a good paying job. Yeah, learn how to paint cars, Kevin. Like I told him, I said he might be just a person that just wants a regular day job, and if you got a good job at good pay and you like where you work at, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, there's people who worked at Ace Hardware for 45 years.
Exactly,
Who were
exactly.
general district managers at that point. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. That's a career.
I think if that's what you really want to do, Kevin, I think if that's what you really want to do, you just want to have a job. And since you're young, I mean, I'm giving you real advice here. What I would do, really, dude, is I would keep applying, to the jobs that you apply for, right? And think about the jobs that are just regular going to work jobs, your customer service, your whatever at the register, your stocking shelves, whatever you're doing, right? And look at the places that you might want to hang out in. You know what I mean? You're working, of course, but you're going to be there for fucking 8 hours or whatever. I would start applying for jobs at places that you might want to be at. You know what I'm saying? And then if you find one you actually like and you get along with the people and shit, you never know. That could be a job that could last for a really long time. So, and you can get promoted even though you don't want to maybe do other stuff, but you might already know the business so well.
Places like Tilt.
Like the game room. Yeah, the Tilt. I loved working at the Tilt. It was a gold mine back then, but now it's a Tilt.
Pretty good arcade, dude. That's fucking cool.
They're going to ask for red and he's going to paint it pink. Yeah, I know, but I mean, Kevin's going to do what he's going to do. And you never know. You might find something you'll find you love later on in life and be like, that's what I want to do. I thought I wanted to because, I'm an artist and I bondoed my own car, my own Eclipse back in Texas. And I thought, man, I do like painting. I do like, all that shit, sanding. I love wet sanding and everything. What's up, Harley Quinn? And, or DJ Harley Quinn, excuse me. And I liked wet sanding. I like doing that, sculpting, whatever. That tool that I showed you on I don't know if you saw it, Craig, but the tool that I'm working on, I sculpted that from Bondo. You know what I mean? And it looks like it was built at a fucking factory or whatever the fuck. But anyway, I enjoy doing that. I do. But then I thought about it. And I'm like, there's so many bad things that can happen with painting, automotive paint and shit. You know what I mean? And I don't like redoing shit really if I don't have to. So I probably thought I may enjoy doing it for myself. Painting for myself, painting my own car and shit like that. But I don't think I want to do it for a living, to be honest with you. Well, I know I don't. I got other aspirations besides that. Me, I'm doing well. I'm doing well. People say that you can't say you're doing good. Like even Weird Al, Mr. Weird Al, he's like, yes, you're doing well. You're not doing good. I'm like, no. If you're making people happy and laughing shit, you're doing good. So not just that, you can do a lot of things you're doing good, but I think technically you can say that I'm doing good. I'm doing well. I totally think that's legit. I thought about multiple career jobs, but I don't think I like them. What do you mean multiple career jobs?
You don't have the experience to even have a career yet.
Yeah, if you have a career, that's a specific job that you are going to do. Well, what did you have in mind? Tell me. Give me 2 jobs you have in mind. I got 3 or 4 jobs. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, 5. 5 if you call this a job. It's really not, but I'm just saying I'm good at it. Well, I mean, I'm funny. I mean, I could be better. Anyway, I know I'm funny looking. I'm your boyfriend too. Haha, your husband. So yeah. Fair enough. I don't care. Therapist, accountant, lawyer. All the shit you turn down because you don't want to fucking work hard, and all 3 of those jobs are extremely fucking time consuming, and you need a lot of schooling for them. Except for the accountant one. The accountant one probably a little less involved than a therapist or a lawyer, obviously. Are you good at math, Kevin? Do you like math? Okay, so you know what 1 + 1 is, right? Can you do any higher than that? Ah, damn. Kevin's going to be a horrible accountant. No, he quit the chicken job. which I don't get it. He said Bojangles was really good, that they have really good chicken. I've never eaten at Bojangles, but he said they had really good chicken and food. And I'm like, why would you quit the job? You could get free food or a discount. I know when I worked at Shortstop, that was a little burger place, little individually, like a little photo booth type of burger place, really small. You know what I mean? Not that small, but small like that. Anyway, and yeah, we used to eat free food all the fucking time. He couldn't count his drawer at the end of the night. I don't know why they just don't give you a fucking change counter and shit to let you count your drawer. 1 + 1 is actually 3. Just so you know. He probably did, but he probably like, I walked out like a man. And they were yelling at the window, you're fired. Don't come back. Yo, well, you're not kidding. I'm just being a smart ass, Harley Quinn, saying that 1 + 1 is 3. You know, man and a woman make a baby, that's 3. Unless you have twins, and then it's 4. So sure. I thought I was going to have them at first, but nope. I'm glad I didn't now. Oh, shit. 1. And I mean, 1 is fine. The kids are easy. I mean, at a certain age and everything, but I can't imagine 2 of them from like up to 1 year old with all the diaper changing, the sleep, and do they sleep at the same time? And oh my gosh, what an awesome nightmare that would have been. Triplets. Woo! I guarantee you, I'm not a lot on here for like drop likes and like it up and let's get lit and all that shit. You know what I mean? I just come in here and do what I do. Hope people support the broadcast, right? I don't do that a lot, very often, very rare. I do that. But if I had fucking triplets, Kevin, I'd be in here like, I've got kids. Give me fucking money. Please give me money. They are shitting and eating everything. Do you guess spiders? I guess we'll find out. I guess we will. I'm a grandmother of 3. And how many kids? What's up, Spider? Manty, how you doing?
Oh shit.
Hold on, I can volume that up. Sorry. Okay, there we go. I had it too high. I thought I had it low. So how many kids? You have 1, 2 kids? What? One son had 3 kids. Oh, okay, that's good.
My bad. Yeah, I got 3 kids, bro.
You got 3 kids?
Yeah, all different baby mamas.
Wow.
I love my baby mamas. They're all still together with me.
That's awesome, man. That's
yeah,
awesome.
Yeah, I fucking love it. Like, we all share the same bed. And sometimes they take showers together, so I don't mind.
That's family, you know. That's
hopping on that shit. Yeah, I mean, why not, right?
So in 4 years, I've never guested you. You've never asked to be guessed and shit. So what's up?
You know, a lot of stuff, man. Like Tony Stark died, I got over it and shit. Like
Tony Stark died and you got over it?
I got over it because like I tried to start the Power Rangers, all his robots he gave me.
Oh,
and I crashed the plane, everyone died.
You know, Endgame was, I already knew Endgame was going to be a flop before it even came out.
Yeah, it was the end of the game.
Well, no, it's not that. It's just that when they killed like everybody, right? And the other one, the Infinity War shit or whatever the fact, you knew damn well they were going to reverse it at the next one. They were going to reverse it and bring most of them back. And I'm like, well, then what's the fucking point? It's kind of like those movies where the fucking wake up at the end of it and it was all a dream. I'm like, you piece of shit. I just wasted $10 watching a fucking movie and it was all a fucking dream, you asshole.
And they just got shattered away when they died. Why not get stabbed in a brutal combat or something?
You know what? You ever see Wisdom?
No, but I wish I had.
It was no, it was in the 90s, I think, 80s or 90s. It was Emilio Estevez, you know, the Sheens. He played in a movie like that with Demi Moore, I think it was. And it was really good. I won't spoil it for you, but it was actually really good. It's one of those one of those fucking free movies.
I'm never gonna watch it though. Can you spoil it? Spoil it?
The what?
Can you spoil the goods? What happened?
The goods?
Yeah, what happened in the movie?
Oh, it was just a fucking movie about Emilio Estevez fucking wanting a job, having a hard time, like Kevin, getting a job, right? And he was getting rejected where he went for whatever reason and shit. So him and his girlfriend ended up going on a fucking crime spree and shit to make money because whatever reason and shit. And they all got fucking killed. And then he woke up in the bathtub.
Bruh. How do you wake up in a bathtub?
Well, he was sleeping in the bathtub, I guess, or having his little
Oh, he
dream
was
in the bathtub.
sleeping. Okay, I get it.
But it was in his defense. It was one of those really nice claw leg bathtubs, that stand above the fucking ground, the cool ones and shit. You can prop your neck up on and actually fall asleep in it.
How do you have a boner? How do you have a boner when you die, though?
You shit your pants when you die. I ain't worried about having a fucking boner.
Or they cut your dick off when, like, if they fucking just roast you and put you in a jar. Cremation.
What country?
Cremation, like during cremation, they chop your dick off because it's just a boner.
Babe, if I ever get cremated, I want you to be in there, and I want them to leave my penis on my body, please.
In your hands.
They really do? You knew that?
You didn't know that?
Yeah.
Hell no, I didn't know they whack off your fucking pecker when you get. They whacked off my dad's dick.
Oh my God! No way.
No pun.
Dude, he made you. That dick made you.
Did you want to be a mortician so you could whack off dead guys' dicks? You don't fucking suck.
I bet some people get a fetish for that shit.
Here?
Not me, but like I bet some people get a fetish to that shit. Some creepy
old fetish. I thought you said offended. I'm like, people get offended.
Oh no, dude. I'm never offended, bro. I'm neutral. Like I'm never happy. I'm never sad.
Oh my God, I can't believe that they fucking whack off your penis when it not whack it off, but not jerk
Yo,
it. Cut it off.
They do. Let's just say machete. Or like
oh my gosh, that is awful. Do they have to by law?
Do they throw the dick in the ashes?
Well, I don't care if it's all going to be back as one. Don't cut it off at all. Leave it there. Throw my tud in the fucking toilet. Whatever. Don't fucking cut off my shit.
Yo, what if some creepy guy collected a bunch of dicks from you?
Why can't you have a giant boner when they're trying to burn you? Nobody else is looking.
Yeah, man.
I mean, they see you naked anyway. You see you take a dump on the table, fart all the time when your gases are all coming out. Why can't they watch your boner when you're dying?
Yeah.
You could be clothed. You could have a sheet over you. They don't necessarily see that you're popping a tent.
You know they're peeking under you.
It's human nature, too, to look.
Exactly. I mean, and think about it. Think about it, right? You're in your crematorium, right? You're getting cremated, okay? Or whatever. You're getting cremated. Remember Arnold Schwarzenegger in the Terminator whenever he went in the lava and he put his thumb up like as he's going down into the lava?
Yeah.
There's your dick. Your dick is like Arnold Schwarzenegger's thumb as you're getting burned and shit. It's the last thing to go down.
It always goes down.
Okay, yeah. Man, dude, I'm glad I guessed it, dude, because I may have never asked Brittany about that again. And I'm like, I want to know because I was going to get cremated.
Man, bro, like, dude, I'm glad I could teach you something. I try to teach everyone something every day and learn something from someone else.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Today, I learned something from you.
You learned what?
I learned that I need to be a better dad.
Okay, in what areas? Remembering how to be a better dad?
Yeah, well, that's one. Second one would be the first one, and then same for the first one. Read rule number one.
I think. Well, I can't say all dads. Obviously, there's a lot of dickheads out there. I mean, I feel like I should be a better dad, and I try to be a good dad. You know what I mean? I love my family. Yeah,
you are a good dad, bro.
Yeah, but I still feel like I make mistakes. You know what I mean? And I don't. Sometimes I don't like them.
That's life.
Oh yeah, no, I know, I get that, I get it, but it's the same point. I'm not too hard on myself because I feel like I got a happy child. She's going through a terrible tooth, but they're not that fucking bad. So what's up, Ed? How you doing?
I actually don't have any kids. I'm sorry.
I figured you were full of shit talking about that.
Dude, my bad. Yeah, I'm sorry for lying, man. So.
Oh, you wanting to have more kids or any kids?
No, dude, I don't. I mean,
someone else's kid.
But I don't know who I am. Yeah,
you don't know who you are?
Yes, I just have no clue who I am. Mary Jane, Gwen.
Do you want a girlfriend?
Sure, why not?
You might have a kid, just saying.
Yeah, maybe, man, probably, dude. Honestly, like the condom broke a couple of times, or my Snickers bar broke.
I missed that. What'd you say there?
A Snickers bar, like you never had you ever get rid of all your condoms, like because they got lost, or you used them too much, and so you.
No, what's a condom? I have a kid, so I don't know what a condom is.
Me either.
I like that. What was it? Half baked? You ever seen Half Baked?
Yo, just use Snickers bar, same shit.
Like when fucking Willie Nelson sitting, he's like, you know how much condoms
Yeah,
cost back in the 70s? He's like, me neither. I don't know because we didn't use them.
I seen that movie though, man. Dave Chappelle.
No.
Wait, it
I
isn't.
bought a lot of condoms.
Really? You fought condoms with?
But yeah, when you're a
jelly in
teenager,
them?
you buy them because you're expecting to get laid and shit like that, and then you never use them, and they dry out, and you got to throw them away, give them to the dog or whatever, and you move on.
I mean, yeah, right. You just be like, yep, yeah, man, I'm using a condom. Yeah. I mean, not man, but like, yeah, girl, I'm using a condom.
Harley Quinn said she's single.
Who's Harley Quinn?
I don't know. This Harley Quinn, DJ Harley Quinn.
Yeah, man. Like, are you the dark before the dawn?
Oh.
That's all I need to ask about.
Teachers would hand them out for free. Yeah, see, Ed, you can't just do that. They can't just hand them out because, I mean, I wear Magnums. Are they handing out Magnums?
Oh, yeah, dude, teachers were, bro. I remember that. Some dude who never got laid grabbed like 50 of them.
Well, like I said, he's probably being hopeful.
Yeah, he's just trying to fucking say like he fucks a lot.
He probably just, never mind. I was going to say, he probably just bangs himself into it instead of a sock.
He fucked it. You fucked a sock?
No, I'm saying that he probably put on a condom, inject it instead of putting on a sock or something.
Yeah,
he's
right.
taking a dump, glowy out in the backyard, freaking out the neighbors.
Yeah,
He's taking a 5-day dump right now. I think he's cremapated or constipated or whatever you call it.
Yeah, I'm taking a dump in my couch actually.
You're on the couch?
Yeah, I slid it down. I'm on a couch with a high fucking table.
I was fixing to say, you're in a really tall dude or you got a really fucking short couch.
Yeah, but like, I don't know. There's stairs behind me though.
And how is that connected to the couch?
I don't know.
Me neither. So we're both on the same page.
Maybe they're touching each other. I don't know. But I don't think.
Well, I would. The couch is probably jealous of the stairs having the high ground.
I think they are.
Yeah.
I'm a failure to the staff. I appreciate you guessing me. Good to be.
Oh, dude, man, I guess I'll be happy. I'm happy to guess. You've been here for a long time, man. I appreciate you coming in and being part of the broadcast when you do.
Wow, man, that means a lot to me. Come on.
I'm jealous of you, though, dude.
No, I'm jealous of you.
No, I'm jealous of you.
No, stop it. I'm jealous.
You have more hair than me. I don't fucking like it. Okay.
Oh, that's why.
You ever thought about cutting it and sending it locks of love? You can send it to me.
Yeah.
Send it to me. Fuck them.
Oh, send it to you.
Yeah. Because I need a lot of locks of love.
I don't know if you want my hair though, bro. Like, this is pretty fucking grody and greasy, bro.
Dude, I would probably take dog hair for my little spot that's missing half if it was fucking matched.
Bro. Fuck it. Spray paint that shit.
I've seen that. I don't want to get all that shit all over everything.
Right, bro? It's like, dude, I don't know what to trust. Like, hair plants don't even work. LeBron James is still balding.
I don't even know. LeBron James gets a lot of shit, and I don't watch basketball anymore, so I don't know who the fuck he. I mean, I know who he is, but I don't know who he is, like in public or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, man, I don't know who the fuck anyone is in public.
Is he an idiot?
He's my father.
What?
Thank you for letting me be on the show. He's my dad.
Did he say be right back or did he just leave? No, I went to check Ira Dog to see if the baby might want a nap. I figured it was too early, but Brittany said she was being whiny and acting like she wanted to take a nap. And I'm like, she woke up. Like, no, I didn't think she was. And then she was having a problem with the tablet. Okay, that's cool. I just wanted to make sure. Well, that's the first time we ever guested Spider-Man. You've been around for like 4 years and shit. That was cool. So you just got back from the drop. But they stashed the money. So do you deliver for edible companies or just for or do you do both flour and edibles or what? What do you deliver? I don't know, Craig. I'll have to ask her. I'll have to ask her when she wants to do it. Like I say, she doesn't have a lot of her craft stuff here, but I'd be willing to go get her some, you know. I'm not Family Guy. I'm Stan with no legs. Okay, so you produce products from multiple vendors? Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. How I'm sure you know the laws and regulations, and I know it's both medical and recreational now in Cali. Um, are the production laws, are those easier as far as like you don't have to have a commercial kitchen to create an edible, or are the guidelines a little more easy for smaller businesses to get in? Because I really, really liked making the edibles in Oregon that I made, and they were really good. And I could have made them even better. You know what I mean? I was learning as I was going, but I made this thing called the Panorio, and I took crushed up Oreo and I put a little egg ring, a little 3-inch egg ring, right, that you cook an egg in for like whatever. No, the regulations here are forcing more people into the black market than ever. Oh shit, I wouldn't doubt it. You know, big business and government. Uh, so I crushed up Oreo and I made had this little 3-inch egg ring, and I put fill the bottom up a halfway with Oreo, make a little dent in it, and I put Reese's peanut butter filling that I made from scratch. Oh shit, what else? A marshmallow cream, some caramel, and a couple of other things, and then I topped it with crushed Oreo and kind of shaped it into like a hockey puck. And then I took it out of the ring, and then I drizzled white fucking chocolate on it, and it's called the Panorio. I sold the fuck out of those things. They were so good. I'm not gonna lie, they were really fucking good. Yeah, corporate's trying to get in everything because once the whole country goes to it and it's not illegal anywhere no more, big business is gonna want all that money. You know what I mean? I'm about to go to the store. You ain't got no money. How? I mean, I like making a profit. It was a job. I worked my ass off making them and stuff, and I thought I made quality products too. On top of that, and the last thing I got into was the gummies, and yeah, I had a mold made of they were called Zombites, and I had a little mold made, a little round disc, about I don't know, inch and a half, 2 inches high, and it had a biohazard symbol on it, and I made that little mold from and had it printed out, 3D printed by Geometry. And then, of course, I made a bunch of them and casted a sheet to make gummies that looked like that. We had good packaging, good marketing, quality fucking product. Well, that's still good. If you make a paycheck, you know what I mean? That's cool. I always misunderstood nonprofit. You know what I mean? I'm like, well, how do you get paid? But I get it. It's a company that they just take an employee check and the rest of it goes back into the company or the people they're trying to help or whatever they're trying to do. I guess based on what their job is, what their business is. And Chloe, hi, how are you doing, Chloe? Yeah, Winky's taking a dump again. Like I said, I don't know. He'll be back, maybe, maybe not. No, because I always wanted to get back into it possibly. Because like I said, I was good at it. I enjoyed it. I mean, I don't really like sales, but when you call a dispensary, they're expecting vendors to call. That's why they have a vendor department or whatever. And it was easy. I call them and say, hey, I just wanted to know, can I drop off some samples of our product? We have our fucking our sheets and everything, our fucking oh my god, I can't even fucking think now. Our test results, excuse me, our test results and everything. I said, or do we make an appointment? They were always like, yeah, bring it on in, or no, we do our appointments by email. Show up, make an appointment, and then show up. But either way, it wasn't a hard thing to do to call them and try to pitch your product to any dispensary. So that was I liked that because I have other things I've done in sales, but I don't like sales. But I have a business where I sell a program to tent shops, and the best thing to do would be to call them one by one and pitch the program. Give them a free demo, whatever. And I just didn't want to do that. I can't bug somebody at a tent shop while I know they might be trying to tent, even though it's something that they would use in their shop. I just have a problem with that, and it's a problem, believe me. And I had a hard time finding a salesman, and there would have been great money and everything. But yeah. I'm no baller, but I do okay. I wasn't either. I just loved making the edibles. I enjoyed making them. I liked wheeling and dealing with that stuff and everything, and I'm an artist. So to me, it was art. I was creating marketing and packaging and a product that looked a certain way. I just really liked doing it. And there was good money in it too. I'm not going to lie. There was good fucking money in it. What's up, Gearhead Chris? How you doing? Maddie Flip actually built my website. I'll hit you up on Instagram. Like I said, I'd actually be interested in that and looking at that. I wish the laws were easier. I thought they were going to I thought Cali was going to make it right because Oregon is screwed up. But, oh, jeez. I'm going to go outside for a second. If you want to hang out for like 2 minutes, that'd be great. I'm not going to be on that much longer. Mallory may not take a nap because she slept in really late today, but she might. And if she does, it's going to be around 5 o'clock our time, a little after. Having drinks at a steakhouse. Awesome. That's cool. Now, I don't smoke the American spirits. I tried that. Them things just smoke so long. They're like smoking wood. No, you don't have to be joking. They were clean. They were fine for, again, I just started like 2 or 3 years ago. But Jesus Christ, those things were they burned like you're trying to burn a log in a fireplace. You know what I mean? Which is good, I guess, if you like to smoke and they last a long time. But God dang. Thank you, Chris. Thank you very much. Thank you for the awesome. Come on, be number 0. You know what number 0 is, right? You got to keep hitting the like button until it pops up, and then you know. But it's less than 1 or higher than 1. Wait, which one? I forget. Either way, it works in my benefit. No, I appreciate it, Gearhead. That's fine. Man, that was fun with Bob last night, huh? Got to hear the ice cream song. I know you love it. Oh, and thank you for being a subscriber. Look at him showing off all his stickers. I wanted to do the one for Bob where it had little Bobs covering up all the naughty stuff. You know what I mean? Like little pictures of Bob. And I just haven't had a chance to do it. But don't tell him. I still want it to be a surprise when I do get a chance. Well, there's actually a couple. I don't know how they feel about the butt crack because they haven't given me anything about the butt crack because I didn't edit that one butt crack out of mine. But I know their problem really was, Bob said, with the guy. He's really just cupping his crotch. Whatever. I get it. That's enough. That's fair enough. Whatever. So that's the real problem they only had with it and stuff. But Bob likes to conform. Me, I don't really care to conform personally. That's the guy that swatted us, my family, back about 2 years ago. That's the guy right there. He got busted. And I got a letter from the fucking Justice Department and shit that they caught him and all that and to call in and everything and fucking, yeah. It's like, that's him. Yep, that's the guy. I don't like to push the envelope. I just don't like anybody telling me what to do, except my wife. She can do it. That's fine. Oh, my mom, I'm at the house. One time my mom told me to go kill a possum out in the front yard, and I did. And then I read a little article about how the possum is the grandfather of the neighborhood, and I felt so fucking bad. I felt so bad. I'm like, oh, poor possum. But mom said, go kill that thing. And I'm like, yes, ma'am. Walked out like with a robot with a 357. There was 2 dogs attacking it, and they ran off when I came out. And the possum was probably like, oh, you saved me. And I was like, nope, blam, 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 blam. And here's the bad part. Well, that's the bad part. But anybody seen Over the Hedge? Yeah, I know. I felt guilty about it. I felt really bad. But mom said, kill it. Anybody seen Over the Hedge? The one with, what's up? You looking in the mirror? That one with Bruce Willis and the raccoon. He was a raccoon and shit, and he stole the bear stuff, the bear food, and fucked it up or whatever, and had to go get the food. Never seen it. Well, it'd be funnier if you did. There's a possum in there, and the raccoon's trying to get in the neighborhood and teach them how to steal the food so he can give it to the bear that he fucked up the bear's food from, right? And anyway, he's trying to stop a car in the road by playing possum. And he's all like, and making all kinds of moves and shit, like when you're dying, like in fake movies and shit, like really dramatic and shit, This possum did the same thing when I shot him. I felt so bad, like I said later, but he did. And then I went back in the house, and I was like, just feeling bad. Mom, did you get him? I'm like, yeah, I did, but he thought I was saving him. Now I feel really bad. So I went back outside. I didn't see him right in the yard. And I'm like, maybe I missed him. Maybe he's okay. So I walked back up to the spot, and there was some shit and grass covering him, and that's why I didn't see him. I'm like, nope, he's dead. Oh, you thought you was. I said, you're a good-looking girl, actually, if you look like me. You have a spacesuit on, Amanda? So yeah, I felt really bad about that. I don't like killing things, animals. I mean, mosquito gets on me, I'll slap your ass. I don't give a fuck how cute you are. But yeah, I felt really bad. Mom didn't give a shit. She's like, "This is a country. You got to kill shit." I did kill a rattlesnake with a 38 one time, but he was in my grandma's shed, and I'm not a snake handler. So sorry, you can't be in my grandma's shed while she's trying to do arts and crafts, man. I gotta fucking kill you. So yeah, I shot that poor bastard like fucking 6 times. Snakes are hard to kill with a gun. Your hubby says you have to wear a helmet. Why? Because he has to wear one? Ah, don't tell him I said that, okay? Well, he might be a UFC fighter, a spy, or some shit. I don't know. Maybe that's why your name is Amanda Spy Agent, Amanda Hope Spy Agent. I don't know. Oh, shit. If he is a spy, then he already knows I said it. Fuck. Yeah, people say I should wear a helmet, but I already am. So, yeah. All right. Well, I think I'm going to bail a little bit for a little bit and do some shit. And we can't find a helmet big enough for his fat head. I would laugh at that, but I have a fat head, so I really can't laugh at that. When I joined the Army, you're at the reception station getting fitted and all that, ready to go to boot camp for like 7 days. And yeah, I stood in line, and they were like, "They got a hat, don't fit. Another hat, don't fit. Another hat, don't fit. Another hat, oh shit." Then they had to go in the back. I joined, and okay, well, I'm going to go outside for a few minutes. I might stay on for like 10 more minutes, maybe. Depending, Mallory might take a nap. She might not take a nap because she was up. She slept in really late because she went to sleep late, and then it rained. And you know how when it rains, you don't want to get out of bed. So I'll be right back. I'm not going to go anywhere. I'll be right back for a few more minutes at least, and just bear with me. Bear with nothing because I won't be on the screen. Freaking cracker! Isn't that racist? I don't think it is. I think honky's funny. You honky. Like, we get some fucking funny ass names. My only question, I guess, really would be Ritz a saltine. Now, if you say I'm a saltine cracker, you can go fuck yourself. I feel like a Ritz cracker. Sometimes. I'll be right back. Well, I feel much better about that. I look like a Ritz. That's a good cracker. Whoa. Okay, good. Let me know when. Ta-da! Sorry, I got a message from our landlord. They want to repair a light over here, and they're trying to make an appointment. Whoops, what's up? There we go. Okay. Refreshing. So, lazy Saturday. Oh, sorry, I had a flashback. I was flying through space. So, how's everyone doing? Who's in the chat? Can you see that? What's this? I hit a button. Oh, no, that didn't work. Show the... shit. Oh, there we go. Wow. Oh, so you can remove your chat from the window now and put it somewhere else in your own little window. That's cool. If you didn't know it, we have merchandise. Check it out. It's mostly of Winky. But there's a button above my head. And if you click it, you can check out all the merchandise that Winky has. Tillamook. Tillamook. Yeah, I have that butter in the fridge right now. Thank you, Donnie. Thank you very much, Donnie. I appreciate that. How are you doing today? Oh, I know. I hear you. Everyone's doing something, you know. We're going to go to the store after Mallory wakes up from a nap. And I got to get some paint. Because the paint I'm using right now did not react well with my tool that I'm making. So that sucked. And I'm really way behind on it already. So getting ready for the niece and the nephew. I'm waiting for someone to get home so I cannot be sober. Yeah, I hear you. What's your poison, Amanda? Oh, you're going to church. And you watch my broadcast? Your pastor doesn't know. Is he going to be like, you're going to hell because you watched that douchebag, that weird motherfucker? Well, that's good. Don't tell him because, yeah. I don't want him to kick you out of the church. Smokable herb. I see. So not liquor. Okay, fine, fair enough. What's inside the spacesuit? Well, that's a very personal question. Okay, fine. I'll tell you. I have a toaster and I have some old socks because, you know, I got no legs. That's pretty much it. Oh, and I did stuff the socks in the toaster. So, you know, keeps them warm. Oh, and I had a Hi-C orange drink in here. I was drinking, yeah. What's up, Richard? What are you back from the future? Does it look good or bad? Right? Orange drink is the best. It looks good for you or for me. Citrus power. Well, it's Hi-C, so, you know, a little fake, but... Well, thank you, Richard. I needed to know that. That's cool, because I didn't know. I'm not being sarcastic either. Oh my God, $300 for a fucking medical license. What state, Amanda? I did give her Tylenol this morning, just so you know. Yeah, she's getting not her last 4 teeth, but the 4 teeth before she's going to get her other 4 teeth in like a year or 2 or whatever. And so since they're molars, that's a lot of, I'm sure that's a lot of annoying pain for a baby. Especially, it's really annoying for us when she don't want to eat because, you know, I mean, she'll eat, but she don't want to eat like food. She wants like a pouchy or something easy on the teeth. And like we just wanted to eat, we wanted to eat well. That's all. Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. I forgot you had to pay for the doctor visit too. I still think ours was cheaper. Still think it was in Oregon though. It's not Arkansas. I didn't know they had it in Arkansas. I wasn't sure. 50 in Cali. All right. I mean, I guess in a lot of places though, but like Cali and Oregon though, and Washington though, it's you don't even need one now because they got recreational. You know what I mean? So I figure like that would probably bypass the whole need of a medical license, unless there's some kind of exceptions. You know what I mean? Like how much you can get, because some dispensaries have a limit now on what you can get. Oh, the tax is 30% without medical. Oh, okay. Well, I guess that does add up over the course of a year, versus what you pay for the doctor and the actual license. So yeah. It got passed when Trump got elected. Okay. Yeah, well, how long is it going to take for the entire country to go ahead and be medical or recreational and shit? Because that's really annoying right there, is having something in the country that's pretty much going to be legal here over the next whatever, how many years it takes. But then like in one state, it's criminal, and one state it's not. And I'm like, I get different states have their different legislations and shit like that and regulations and whatever the fuck, but that's stupid for your same country. It's kind of like the dumbass part about it. A state saying it's legal, but the feds can say it's illegal. And they have that power the whole time. They've had that power for every state. But I don't think they enforce it in the states where it's legal, but they say, well, it's still illegal to us, unless you're like sliding on your taxes or selling shit under the table or whatever. You know what I mean? Then that's when they go in and they want to bust somebody or shut down a dispensary or something. If it's medical, Amanda, yeah, I couldn't tell you how long it'll take, but more than likely, if it's already medical in your state, eventually it's going to be recreational. But that depends on the state and how they feel. Because the biggest argument about that kind of thing and edibles, really, for the most part, is that, oh no, some kid's going to get a hold of it. And they show like one case where a kid got a hold of an edible. And I'm like, that's not as big of a deal as you think it is, in the ways that a kid's going to get a hold of it. Because most people who smoke or eat edibles or whatever, that shit's expensive. So they're not going to just leave that shit around for their fucking kid. You know what I mean? Not just for the safety of the kid, but because, well, I don't want no one taking my shit. So they're making more out of it than I think it really is, because it's like this. Alcohol? Where do your parents keep alcohol? How many parents have a locked liquor cabinet nowadays? Not many. So beer, for example, where's it at? In the fridge. Kids have access to the fucking fridge all day long, and they're worried about edibles. Oh, I mean, that's just I don't get that too much. That don't make a whole lot of sense. I think it's just them trying to regulate and make more restrictions for smaller businesses, and that's their excuse, because that's what they did in Oregon. We were doing really well, and then they came out with a whole new testing regulations and shit, right, which made it harder. And of course, with the new regulations, all these testing sites had to get new equipment. So you got to wait on that. And then they have a new long line of people. So your testing takes a lot longer, first of all. And then they had the other thing, which was now you have to have a commercial kitchen to produce edibles. And I'm like, why do you need a commercial kitchen for a fucking edible? You're cooking on a stove. Seriously. If your shit passes in an inspection or a testing facility, which they can test for a lot of things, if your shit passed there and everything's quality and the way it's supposed to be, what the fuck do you need a fucking kitchen for? What do you need a kitchen for? Because it's $12,000 to start one, and not every small business can. And then they put you out of business for 2 months while you're waiting for shit to pass. So you get put out. And then here's the sad thing, is a lot of the people on the board making the rules and the laws, a lot of them are part of big business. Like there's people from fucking Dave's Space Cakes and Lunchbox Alchemy. Those people own, well, Dave's Space Cakes, I don't know how huge he is, but he's been around forever, right? And Lunchbox Alchemy, that's a multi-million-dollar company from fucking Arizona. And they're in Oregon and Washington. So they can afford to sit on their ass for fucking 2 months and not make any money. And they're already prepared for the regulations that they made during the meeting, right? And these are the owners of companies. I think that's like a conflict of interest, if you ask me. But you have to remember now, man. You want to know part of the reason it's not just government. All right, a lot of it has to do with religion. and other things. And these, government people are religious, and that they're taking their personal shit and making that delegate how the law is going to change or how it's going to be made. So yeah, racism mostly. Really, you think so? In what way? I mean, I'm not being sarcastic. I'm just curious because I don't know everything, and I'm enlightened and educated all the time. Yeah, I liked Oregon. It's sad what happened to Portland. Oh my God, what a disaster. Wow, that's the argument. That's the fucking argument. Really? Oh my gosh. I think the world has gotten something from every other part of the world. Are you kidding me? That's why there's huge trade around the world. That's just ridiculous. So wow. And hemp, that was really used for fucking products and stuff. Hemp was supposed to be materials and better material and better lumber and better shit like that. It does go back to that all the time, no matter, and not even just with Bud. I didn't even realize that was a part of the reason why it's all political, or racist or whatever. You know what I mean? With Bud, I had no idea that was what they're arguing about. I'm like, you do realize now people just smoke it or use it for pain or something like that. It got nothing to do with how it got here. Nothing to do with that. That's just stupid. But you know what? When you don't have a legitimate argument, you have to find the best one you can, right? And that's probably what they're doing. They're just reaching and grabbing, for straws and shit. Yeah, I can see issues with it. You know what? There's a lot bigger issues in the world than just who smokes bud, because people have been doing that shit forever. That's fucking, I don't even know what the percentage is, but it's high. No pun intended. My research is changing the old myths to actual facts. Yeah, Portland. Huh? You talking to me? Oh, okay, sorry. Yeah, Portland looks pathetic. I've seen the videos of the town. It just looks like no offense to hippies, but hippie homeless land or some shit, and everyone's just hanging out. What strand do you use, Amanda? Do you have a specific strand? Oh yeah, no, I believe that. There's a lot of lies about it. Remember fucking what was it called? What was that movie in the 30s? Reefer Madness. Oh my God! If you've never seen Reefer Madness, you can find it on the internet. You can find it on YouTube probably. Complete movie, right? Like 40 minutes or some shit, 30, 40 minutes. It's hysterical. There's some fucking people in their 30s and they're all sitting around at their house, and somebody smokes a joint and then goes crazy and just kills somebody. And I'm like, no, if they killed anything, they killed a fucking hamburger or something. They didn't fucking kill their friend unless it was over a hamburger. Might be different. I don't fucking know. All the scared white people made me sad. Wait, what? In what? Where? How? In what? In today's stuff going on, or with the cannabis stuff? Talk about propaganda. That's what happens when you do crack. And maybe not even then, you know what I mean? But yeah. Oh, and the reefer man. Yeah, you know what? And that was really about what you call it? About hemp. About people wanting to utilize it as a better lumber and as a better material because it lasted longer and shit. And that's what Reefer Madness was about. It wasn't even about getting high. It was about the fact that the government was wanting to use this stuff for hemp, to make better materials and stuff. And the lumber company was like, no. I'm like, well, you're a lumber company. Grow a bunch of fucking hemp, you morons. But if it lasts longer, you don't get repeat business as fast. So I get it. I'm half Mexican. I smoked hemp. No, I didn't smoke hemp. No, I didn't. Just regular. Black jazz musicians. And that's why they had such great jazz, besides being talented. Duh. But no, what strand? Do you have a specific strand, Amanda, that you are comfortable with that works for you? Oh, yeah, I know. I think our government sees everything as property. They're controlling us. You know what I mean? We're the sheep. And I ain't talking about today's shit going on. I mean, like, forever. Black lives are essential. Yeah, I never really not going to get into it too much and that like that, but I never really cared for the whole Black Lives Matter, All Lives Matter. I'm like, you know what lives matter? This is what lives matter. The lives that matter are the ones that you make matter. And that's pretty much it in a nutshell. They can have all these little fucking cute sayings and all these fucking hashtags. No offense to your hashtag, of course, but FTP. What is FTP? FTP is an oil treatment here in Texas, or in Texas. So, that's STP. Never mind. But what is FTP? But I believe that. I know that's, and I haven't even used that shit in like forever. That's what I thought it, but I'm like FTP. No, STP. Never mind. No. We lived in we don't now. I mean, we're in Arizona now, but I did live in Salem and then in Wilsonville in Oregon when we were there. They might not be because I figure you were trying to answer my question. Do you ever take edibles, Amanda? I know you have medical, so if you have medical, then there's a good chance you have edibles. I would assume with the dispensaries you go to, and that's what you take. You take edibles. I'm sure you might smoke as well, but you take edibles for your pain as well, because edibles last longer, obviously. That's why I enjoyed making edibles too. Like I said, I'd love to do it again. But got to handle other shit first. So, there's that. I can't speak for arthritis, but I know that Girl Scout cookie is a THC A. It's a THC A that when it's cooked, now it registers as a THC, but it still has the healing elements of the THCA properties in it for that. Now, CBDs work different than THCAs. Some work on the same thing, but some work on different stuff. Like CBDs may work on epilepsy and seizures, where a THCA may not. So you got to find the right strand for what your condition is that will work the best. And I found that Girl Scout cookie works for inflammation, joint pain, things like that. And I found that out when I first started making them. I was staying in a hotel for like 3 months. So while I was there, I started making cookies in the hotel room. No one knew. But anyway, I brought some peanut butter cookies down to the bar because I ate my lunch there, and they had a really nice restaurant in that bar. But anyway, I brought them down there, and I gave some out to the the people there. And one girl said, "Oh wow, when I have my period, it really helped me a lot. It helped me sleep better. I'm cramped up, I don't feel good, and it really helped me sleep." And I'm like, oh, "Okay, that's good. Getting high will do that." But yeah, okay, fine. But then I was in the bar, and I'd given some to the bartender, and the cook came out from the back, young guy. And he says, "I have a slip disc or a deteriorating disc in my back, something. It was really painful," he said. He goes, "And I ate half of one of your cookies, and my back felt great the entire night. I was able to work. I was in no pain. It was really good." I'm like, "Well, okay, you didn't have to say that. I gave this cookie to someone else to give to you, and it was free. So you didn't have to say that. So apparently it really does work." And I didn't know if it really worked or not. I never tried it for a medical reason, even though that's why I got my license, because I had a muscle spasm. And in my back, like really, really bad, all over the whole left side of my back. And when I went in to see the doctor, he looked at me, and I didn't write that down on my list of what was wrong with me. Right? I just said, "I have some questions." But he looked at me and he said, "Okay, turn your head to the left." He said, "You got muscle spasm." I'm like, damn, you're a good fucking doctor. I don't know what fucking let you know that shit, but yeah, I do. And he gave me some options, and I tried like Grand Purple Haze or something, and some other ones, and it didn't work. And then I got some Girl Scout cookie by accident. Well, not by accident, but I just got some Girl Scout cookie, and it worked. It took out the inflammation in my back, and it didn't hurt anymore. And so I was like, okay, it really does work, between the cook and me, and the girl saying it helped her when she was going through her menstrual time. Oh, okay, I hear you, Amanda. And yeah, so it really worked for me. So that's when I realized that it actually works, and that was cool.
Okay.
Yes.
I've been trying to answer your question, but apparently YouNow is not liking me today. Hold on.
YouNow does that with a lot of stuff I say. That's why I don't type it. I just say it.
Yeah. My favorite that I can get my hands on easily is Red Hair Kush.
And that helps you with your pain?
Oh, yes.
Now, can you also get that in an edible form?
Well, with the edibles, I'm limited on the edibles.
You want me to tell you how to make them?
The person I go through, they get the pre-made edibles.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
they get like candies and stuff. And you know the trolley gummies that you can get?
Yeah.
She gets a bag of the trolley gummy octopuses, like the sour octopuses.
Okay.
That are dope as hell. I love those things.
They work on your pain though.
Oh yes.
Oh, okay, that's good.
If I ever, the next time I go back to my aunt's house in Colorado, I want to get my hands on a strand that's called Granddaddy Longlegs.
Okay, that's I think that's a parent of Granddaddy Kush.
Yeah, I heard that was like the best shit to get. But when I was in Colorado the last time, the dispensary that I went to didn't have any in stock.
You should make your own edibles.
Yeah, I gotta get the stuff to make it.
No, you don't. No. You know how easy? Do you like peanut butter cookies?
Yes.
You like brownies?
Yes.
Okay, butter is how I did it, old school. Okay, now the reason why I did butter. Now, a lot of people just throw butter in a fucking crock pot or whatever they're butter making and shit. But that's not how you do it. The easiest way to make butter, it's so easy, you really only have to take notes. So let's say this. Let's say you have an amount of bud. Let's say you have an amount of half an ounce of flour. Okay. You would take that flour and you would put that in 3 times the water. Okay. Now the water won't. You let the water will take the trichomes off your flour, and it'll soak up a lot of the wood and limber and shit and the nasty taste into that water. Okay. Now it doesn't have anything to attach to because it's just water. So what you do is you put your bud in your water and you cook it. You break it up, okay, and you cook it on a low temperature, like a crock pot temperature, 150, whatever you can get, low as you can get. And depending on how much you use, the bud will float to the top. Now, it'll take a little time, but you don't need a timer or nothing. When the bud starts to drop below the water level, and you have like a little trim on top, little fluffy shake, that's it, it's all dropped, that means it's ready for your butter. Now, say you had a half an O of dro, you'd probably add 2 sticks of butter, maybe 4 sticks of butter, because it's a little more potent, okay? You put your butter in, then it takes some time, but the bud will rise back up. And when it rises up, that means the butter's good, cooking, and then it will drop back down below the water again when it's done. So you don't need a time. It'll tell you when it's done. And when it's done, you take it out, and you strain it. Now, what happens when you do the water is the water absorbs a lot of the nasty tree bark taste and shit like that, right? But when you put the butter in, the butter only absorbs a little bit of that tree bark nasty taste and all the trichomes because now it has a fat to attach itself to, okay? So your butter's done. It rises up, it sinks. You take it out and you strain it. I would strain it in like a potato strainer, which is something you can press really hard, right? So you do all that, and you got nothing but water and butter now in your container. You put that in the refrigerator for 1 to 7 days. I'm about to get off in a minute. In the refrigerator for 1 to 7 days. 7 days is better because the cream will come up below. The butter will harden and rise to the top, and the cream will come up below that. That has a lot of potency in it, a lot of potency. So when it hardens and you're ready, you take it out. You cut a little V on one side and a little hole in the other. And the way you would do a can of soda, like old pineapple juice cans and shit, you want to pour it. So you cut the air hole out in the back and the pour hole in the front, and you pour the water out into a strainer because you're going to collect a little stuff in there. Pour that out and take your butter. Now it's all by itself. Put it in a pot and warm it up. And then you can make cookies, peanut butter cookies, and brownies with it. And that shit will last for a long time, and it will taste better than if you just put the whole shit in butter.
I have to try that.
You have to try it. It works. Trust me. But you got to cook it at low because it's going to convert it from a THC-A to a THC, but it still has your healing properties in it and shit.
Yeah. I remember it was funny. I was hearing a story about how people were sitting there warning folks around Halloween about making sure their kids didn't get any edibles. And I heard somebody say, first of all, that shit's expensive. Nobody likes your kids that much. Second
Exactly.
of all, what's
That's
the
what I'm
worst that's
saying.
going to happen? They're going to eat their vegetables and go to sleep? Oh my God.
No, that ain't happening. People ain't giving out fucking edibles to kids and shit.
Yeah, that shit's too damn expensive. No. Hell no.
No, it totally is.
Look, my beast.
What's up, Beast?
His name's Buddy. He's a big baby.
Buddy, big baby. Oh, yeah, well, good owners have good dogs.
Unintimidating.
Puppies.
Hyper ass. He's 2. Still got
He's
that puppy
2?
hyperness in him.
Well, I didn't think he was
Anywho.
2. I thought he was older.
Now he's trying to be nosy in the backyard. Anyhow, that's all I wanted to tell you because my comments weren't going through.
Yeah, YouNow's weird like that.
I'm going to drop and go respond to a text message.
All right, well, I'm going to go here in a minute myself and go take care of the baby and stuff and get ready to put her down for a nap.
Her adorable self. We all know she looks like her mama. She definitely didn't get that cuteness from you.
She's cute because of me.
Now, she cute because of her mama.
No, she's cute because I went after the mama and made her, so she's cute because of me.
I know.
Have a good day.
You too.
All right, so I'm glad you're doing okay, man. That's cool. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna head out. I might come on tonight. I don't know. It depends. But yeah, no. God, I wish the laws weren't so bad in Cali. That sucks. You know what I'm saying? That really sucks. I mean, not that I plan on moving to Cali, but that was an option or a want, I guess you could say. But yeah, it's a shame. I probably won't get back into edibles. I mean, I don't know. A lot of shit would have to change. But anyway, I appreciate those of you who are here, who've been here. I appreciate you, Chris and Ben, for supporting the broadcast. I know you're not in here right now, but that's cool. Mama Vicky and Beautiful Brain and Kiki and everyone else and Craig and Glenn. Thanks a lot. I do appreciate it. Like I say, I might be on tonight. I might not. It just all depends. But anyway, have a good day. Don't let people get on your nerves or get to you and bother you and shit. Just, excuse me. Sorry, I had to yawn there. And I will see y'all later. So I won't say suck my cream because I'm not Twinkie. So